I know I just started on TikTok. I'm so behind. It's embarrassing. But look, it's cool. He's posting up all kinds of videos on Instagram, too, of his party animals. The thing that I appreciate most about it, he's got a whole bunch of dogs, him and his wife, Summer, and he's got a van for the dogs. Yeah, like we're going to get up and go somewhere on a Sunday, load the dogs up in the 10-passenger van, and we're going to make it happen. Look awesome.
Very pleasant. Good evening. Welcome back to the Coach's Corner. It's always great to be here on the day after Thanksgiving with another Lumberjack Coach's Corner. I'm Jimmy Sledge talking with Coach Bo Embry. Coach, congratulations last week. Probably the best offensive performance the Lumberjacks had last week against Stuttgart.
Yeah, probably on both sides of the ball, to be honest with you. I thought, going in, we thought we needed to win, win the offense for sure. Our offense needed to play really well. Defensively, we wanted to contain 6 and 4. The first time we played them, they made us look really bad, and we didn't know if we could stop them, but we wanted to contain them. And then special teams, the first time we played them, they had a block punt, and you go watch film, and they had kickoff returns and block punts, and we wanted to just tie. We talked all week about tying special teams, and all 3 phases, I thought we were able to win. I thought we won. Our offense played extremely well outside the 1 turnover inside our 20. Defensively, we gave them a short field early in the game. That's the only points they got was the 14 points that was off of turnovers, and then special teams outside the turnover on the punt return. I thought we kind of dominated with Jose and with our kickoff team, putting the ball where we wanted to put it, recovering our onside kick, and doing a lot of good things. So, overall, it was a really good performance by our football team, and you could tell we were ready to play. You could tell we had a really good week of practice, and for the most part, we shut 6 down. He got his, but he creased us a couple of times. But for the most part, we had a lot of guys around him.
I think the containment was there. I think probably Neil Harding played probably one of his best games as a defensive end.
Oh, he did. He's getting better every week, and he's an athlete. He's an athlete that can move really well at defensive end. And then I thought everybody on defense, I thought we contained really well. I thought there was a couple of fits there when they got inside the 20 that we didn't get, and we made them come out with something different. That we hadn't seen. We kind of shut down their offense the first 3 or 4 drives that they had the ball, so they went to a double sniffer, more of a power set, and we wasn't ready for it, and they hit us a couple times on our fits, and I thought at halftime we did a really good job of adjusting to that. We go out in the third quarter, they have a good little drive, we hold them to a field goal, and then obviously we put the game away in the third quarter with our offense.
Of course, the Lumberjacks get the win and move on in the state playoffs. But the last Friday night, I think you had Delfino Rivera up on the line. Normally he plays linebacker. Moved him up because of the absence of Weston Gavin. And as you said, the overall defensive scheme played well.
Yeah, we did. We schemed just to be able to go from a 3-front to a 4-front, which we had not shown. And, by personnel-wise, we could do with Delfino as a sophomore. He played a 1 and a 3, and we knew that. And he was really good at it. And so we were able to do that. That's one of them deals you probably get away with for a week, but, you're not going to sit there and just live in it. And we felt like last week was the week we wanted to do that. And you could tell it confused them a little bit, because they didn't know we were going to be in a 3-front or a 4-front. And Delfino played well, and Maddox played well. And, and we lose Jalen on the first 2 or 3 minutes of the game. That was scary, honestly. And then Cody Weatherspoon comes in, and just next guy up mentality that we've always had here. And he played a really good game. And I'm just overall impressed, been pleased with this football team. Just, you lose probably your best lineman, 3-year starter senior, to a knee injury, and can't play. And then, you lose another senior right there to start the game. And our kids just stepped up and found a way.
Stay tuned. We got more coming up here on the Coach's Show. When we come back, we'll talk about tonight's ball game right after this timeout.
Hello, Carl Lucky for Lucky's of Monticello. Have you noticed our shopping habits have changed a lot over the last few years? Step 1, grab the smartphone and research the product. Step 2, hit the Order Now button. Well, guess what? At AutoBuyLucky.com, you may use the same process for your next ride. At AutoBuyLucky.com, new or used, see all the pictures and equipment. Oh, yeah, and the prices. Shopping Made easy for you at autobylucky.com.
Hello, this is Kerry Hartness with Union Bank and Trust. Are you looking to get a loan for a car, truck, ATV, camper, tractor, or boat? If so, I can help you with fast closing times, competitive rates, and service after the loan that can't be beat. For over 135 years, Union Bank has helped the people of Monticello and Southeast Arkansas with their lending and banking needs. So stop by my office or call me at 870-460-6400 and let me show you how easy the lending process can be. Union Bank and Trust, member FDIC, financing with approved credit.
Whether you're looking for short-term rehabilitation, long-term rehabilitation, or private rehab suites, Bellevue Estates Rehabilitation and Care Center can accommodate you or your loved one's needs. Our skilled healthcare professionals, combined with sophisticated therapies and treatments, deliver a best-in-class, patient-centered experience. We have a full-time APRN on staff. Come check us out at 1052 Old Warren Road in Monticello or call 367-0044 for more information.
Drew Memorial Health System in Monticello is proud to offer rehabilitation services for patients of all ages. The Drew Rehab Team provides physical, speech, and occupational therapy on an inpatient or outpatient basis and at home. The experienced staff treats pediatric patients, student athletes, and adults recovering from injuries, stroke, or surgical procedures. The staff will keep you on track throughout your recovery process. Let the Drew Rehab Team help you maximize your functional potential. Close to home. Choose Drew Memorial.
Again, here we are in week 13 of high school football. It's the quarterfinals. There's only 8 teams left in the state in 4A. Warren's one of them. We're taking on Malvern tonight, and Coach, Malvern's a pretty tough draw.
Yeah, I mean, they're really good. You know, they're only lost in the state of Arkansas is to Arkadelphia, who's, you know, probably the number 1 team in the state, and they're big up front. They got a guy that's got offered by Arkansas playing left tackle, number 76. He's huge. Their left guard, number 66, is really good. Their whole offensive line's really good. You know, they got the leading rusher in the state of Arkansas and Jalen Dupree, and I mean, he's a downhill runner, very physical. You know, 5'11", 205, and they got a dual threat at quarterback in Cedric Simmons, who, you know, was the sophomore player of the year as a sophomore. That's very dynamic, and throw it and run it. And then they got 2 really good wideouts outside in 13 and 24, and their fullback's about 6'3", 225, real physical and downhill, and can do some things in the passing game. And I mean, they're a really good football team, and they hang their hat on being able to run it, but then they'll play action you and try to throw it over top of you. And then, you know, defensively, they have not played any of them guys both ways outside of 24 and 13. Now, you know, word is they're putting them all over there, so that's going to make them better on defense. And, you know, we got to play. You know, if we come out and we play, and we just got to play the next snap and get them on the ground. And they live off big plays. You know, I mean, like first play of the game last week against Lamar, Jalen Dupree goes 70. Against Nashua, he goes 65. And, you know, we got to be able to be really disciplined in our gaps and not give them a crease and then tackle. We got to tackle well. And, you know, we did a good job of number 6 last week of kind of bottling him up. But it's going to be a different style runner this week where it's going to be more downhill. And like I told our defensive line all week, I mean, you can't stay on very long because they're so big. Man, they're huge up front, and you know we're not very big up front, so we got to get on and get off, and make sure that we use our quickness to our advantage, and hopefully be able to do that. And then we're going to do some different things up front that maybe they haven't seen that they can help us with our quickness.
Of course, you talked about it already. I was going to mention it. Last week against Stuttgart, more of a finesse. They tried to get outside on the edge, outside the numbers. This team's going to run right at you.
Oh yeah, no doubt. They're going to run right at us, and you know, you better hold on because I mean he's physical. I mean he's really physical and downhill runner, and we want him to run sideways. You know, we want him to bounce it, and you know we're going to try to make him bounce it, and hopefully we'll do that. You know, and I mean we know that he's probably going to come in and they're going to control the clock a little bit because that's what they like to do. But you know we just got to keep playing and keep making them snap the ball over and over and over. And you know our football team is resilient, man. You look at everything they went through this year and with the injuries that they've overcome, and And then, with the way they played last Friday night, and I think they'll be up for the challenge. Are we good enough to do it? We're going to find out. They're going to snap the ball at 7 o'clock tonight, and, they wanted to play us. I mean, I've heard that numerous times, that they felt like that the 2 seed was the better draw because they'd rather go to Warren than go to Harding Academy, and sometimes you better watch what you wish for.
They're going to get it here tonight as the Lumberjacks host the Malvern Leopards here in round 3 of the state football playoffs. It's the quarterfinals. We've got more to talk about. We'll return with Coach Embry right after this timeout.
James Glasson Body Shop, 441 North Martin in Warren, is one of the oldest body shops in Warren, so it makes sense when you need vehicle damage repair that they're the place to go. Using top-of-the-line replacement parts, the professionals at James Glasson Body Shop can restore your vehicle to tip-top condition. And James Glasson Body Shop is the only full-service glass shop in Warren. They custom-cut glass for home, business, and auto. So the next time you need professional vehicle repair or custom-cut glass, stop by James Glasson Body Shop, 441 North Martin in Warren, or call 226-3130.
Did you know that Johnson's Hardware on Highway 63 North in Warren has all your electrical, plumbing, hardware, and building needs, but they also have all the feed you need for all your animals. That's right. Johnson's Hardware has a complete line of feed for chickens, goats, cows, pigs, horses, you name it, they've got it all. And don't forget, they're your one-stop shop for all your plumbing, electrical, and building supply needs. That's Johnson's Hardware on Highway 63 North in Warren. Go by and check it out. If they don't have it, you don't need it.
Do you have a Medicare supplement plan and it seems to go up every year? Well, come into Milton Insurance and see if we can save you some money. We have been saving people hundreds of dollars on their Medicare supplement by switching them to a different company. We know that money is tight lately, and we want to help you save as much as possible. And you can apply for these plans at any time throughout the year. So stop by an Insurance Corner at 4th and Spring or give us a call at 352-2155.
Insure to be sure. Hilton Insurance Agency.
Vehicle accidents are going to happen, and when they do, think of Sandine's Body and Glass, 503 South Martin in Warren. You'll receive prompt professional service from the auto body technician who has the equipment and experience to fix your vehicle back to its original condition with all work guaranteed. So the next time you have a vehicle accident, get free estimates and professional body repair at Sandine's Body and Glass, 503 South Martin in Warren, or call 226-2281.
Well, Coach, different from last week's, not near as cold. Of course, the rains moved through on Thanksgiving Day. Seems like they're going to hold off here tonight. Of course, we record our show on Friday mornings, but the weather shouldn't be a factor. Tonight's ball game is going to depend on the special teams, I think.
Well, I don't know, man. It's going to come down to us tackling 2 and 3 and be able to, passing game. And he can throw it, and that's going to come down to that and how well we can move the football in our passing game. Are we going to be, consistent enough to be able to get first downs? And that's what we did last week. And, defensively, are we going to be able to get off the field? That's what it's going to come down to, and special teams last week was huge as far as, they had so many dynamic guys out there with 6 and with 4, and then, obviously with number 17 on punt return where he blocked some punts and had that stupid funky kickoff where, they bunch them up and they kick it somewhere. So, we were very stressed out. Special teams this week, we're probably about the same. They got 2 dudes back there that can house one. We got some that can do the same, and then it's more equal. I felt like last week we had a big disadvantage going in on special teams, and we really worked hard. And this week we worked hard on some different things, but hopefully we can go out and play our game. That's the whole thing. If we can worry about it, and we talked about this for the last 4 or 5 weeks, is hey, worry about us. Let's get better. And I kept harping that to the football team. I did it 3 or 4 weeks ago to play games like last Friday night and tonight, and hopefully they'll understand, and we'll come out like we did last week and be locked in and ready to go, and then let's see what happens.
Health-wise, I think you're going to get Weston Gavin back. He may be limited action, and when can Jalen Lee return?
Yeah, Jalen Lee will be ready to go in the second quarter, and then Weston Gavin is, he's going to see what we can do in warm-ups, and then, hopefully he can play tonight. That's 2 seniors that you really need right now this late in the season, but it is what it is, and like our motto around here is all we got, all we need, and whoever it is, we just got to step up and play.
Keys to a victory for the Lumberjacks.
I think it's going to be turnovers. Honestly, I think we can't turn the ball over. Last week we turned it over twice, and we just played so well we overcome from them, and you can't do that week in, week out. And we got to make sure that we don't turn the ball over, and then we need to force some turnovers. We need to, get some turnovers and then just play hard every snap. Don't look at the scoreboard. Let's just see what happens.
All right, Coach, good luck. It's Warren and Malvern coming up for you right here in the quarterfinals of the 4A state football playoffs. I'm Jimmy Sledge for Coach Bo Embry. Stay tuned. Lumberjack football is next.
What does it mean to be a star? At South Arkansas Community College in El Dorado, it means having the opportunity to learn, grow, and succeed in an environment where you are treated as the important person that you are. The star in our logo is a reminder of what you mean to us. Be a star at South Ark. Visit southark.edu/info for information.
Gardner Body and Glass at 607 East Church Street in Warren can take care of all your auto body needs. They specialize in collision repair and provide customer-friendly service. With over 20 years' experience in the auto body repair business, there's no job too big or too small for Gardner Body and Glass. So the next time you're in an accident, give Michael Gardner a call at 870-466-4402. For dependable auto body repair work, give Michael Gardner a call at Gardner Body and Glass in Warren.
Ever feel like your insurance agent was there to sell you auto insurance, but not there to service it? At Farm Bureau Insurance, we're here to help with auto insurance serviced by experienced agents who are there when you need them most. Call today for your free, no-obligation review for auto, home, and life insurance that's custom-tailored just for you.
In Bradley County, call your local Farm Bureau agent at 226-2649.
Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company of Arkansas, Inc., Southern Farm Bureau Casualty Insurance Company, Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi.
Are you needing some new furniture? Main Event Furniture in Warren at 610 North Martin Street in Warren has just received lots of new items and furniture accent pieces from Market. You'll find name brands like Mayo and Best made right here in the USA. Ashley, Serenity Sleep Mattresses, Avenue Home and 49 West. They're open Monday through Friday 9 to 5 and Saturday 9 to 12. Or by appointment only after hours, and deliveries available. Just go by Main Event Furniture, 610 North Martin, or call 226-6511.
Had a very pleasant good evening. Welcome to Jim Hurley Jr. Stadium as we get set for tonight's quarterfinal matchup between the Warren Lumberjacks and the Malvern Leopards here tonight. I'm Jimmy Sledge alongside his David King once again. And David, boy, this ought to be one whale of a ball game.
It's going to be a dandy if you like high school football. These teams, as we keep talking about over and over during the playoffs, they do the same things in many ways. You look at the stats for the season, the passing game, Warren, Malvern, Laster, and Simmons, almost identical stats. Where they really show the difference is, of course, Laster leads us in rushing with 844 yards and 16 touchdowns. Jalen Dupree, okay, he's a different ball game.
Yeah.
221 carries, 2,316 yards, 31 touchdowns on the year, averaging 10.5 yards a carry, 203.5 yards a game.
You know, Coach Embry talked about him on the pregame show just a few moments ago about how big and physical he was.
Yes.
Well, we saw a good running back last week in Stuttgart. But tonight, you're going to see a different style of runner. He's going to run straight up and down the field, and he's got the speed once he gets into the second level to break them.
And he's going to be tough. Like you say, he likes to run north and south. Most times a football coach will tell you, we don't want them east and west. We don't want them to get outside on us. That's dangerous. Coach Embry, if you heard the coach's show, say, boy, we would love for him to work at bouncing stuff outside where we could chase him down.
Yeah, that's going to be a key factor in tonight's ball game. We're just a few moments away from the kickoff. Glad you're with us. Hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving as we are here on this Friday night. Crowd starting to fill in for this quarterfinal matchup. Let's look at some of the other matchups around the state. There's only 8 teams left in the 4A, and start at the top of the bracket. Harding Academy is hosting McGee tonight. That game's there in Searcy. If you want to keep up with that ball game, you can listen here in Southeast Arkansas on our sister station, KXSA 103.1. Coach Pace will have the call over there, and he has a partner tonight. It's not Wild Bill, but he's got a different partner tonight helping him call the ball game up in Searcy. The other matchup in the top half of the bracket sees Arkadelphia hosting Rivercrest. Of course, Lumberjacks well familiar with both Arkadelphia and Rivercrest, as we played them on the day after Thanksgiving several times over the years. Then you look at the other matchup in the bottom half of the bracket is Elkins and Nashville. The winner of our ball game will take on the winner of that Elkins and Nashville matchup, which is being played up in northwest Arkansas. It's about a 4-hour trip for Nashville that they had to make today to make that trip up there. So we'll be trying to keep you updated on the scores and see
Who's
where
the other games. Never mind. Then us.
Where are you at tonight?
I don't know.
You had too much turkey yesterday.
Too much turkey.
Okay. We'll take a break. We'll come back with more on our pregame show when we return after this timeout.
Hampton have a solution. The First Century Club for those 50 and over. Free checking with a minimum balance must remain at $300 or above to qualify. Unlimited access to your account by ATM, phone, or on yes or app. Call 87601 to get started today. First State Bank of Warren, Hermitage, and Hampton. Member lender.
Drew Memorial Health System in Monticello is proud to offer rehabilitation services for patients of all ages. The Drew Rehab Team provides physical, speech, and occupational therapy on an inpatient or outpatient basis and at home. The experienced staff treats pediatric patients, student athletes, and adults recovering from injuries, stroke, or surgical procedures. The staff will keep you on track throughout your recovery process. Let the Drew Rehab Team help you maximize your functional potential. Close to home. Choose Drew Memorial.
Maxwell Hardwood Flooring in Monticello and sister companies Washita Hardwood Flooring and Townsend Flooring in Warren are proud to sponsor this Lumberjack football game. Building a strong team takes commitment and hard work, and Maxwell Hardwood Flooring, Washita Hardwood Flooring, and Townsend Flooring understand the concept of teamwork. Whether it's building the finest hardwood flooring in the nation or having a winning team, it takes teamwork and dedication to get the job done. Be a part of a winning team by following the Lumberjacks right here and joining your friends at Maxwell Hardwood Flooring, Washita Hardwood Flooring, and Townsend Flooring and wishing them the best. This weekend at Super Value Foods, the weekend blowout sale includes Hillshire Farm smoked sausage, a 14-ounce package, 3 for just $9.98. Tennessee Pride pork sausage, a 1-pound roll, $1.98. Lay's potato chips, 8-ounce bags, 2 for $5. Essential Everyday Deluxe mac and cheese or shells, 12-ounce box, 3 for just $5. And Sunny Delight, a 40-ounce bottle, is only 98 cents. It's the Super Value weekend blowout sale going on now.
Let's throw it back to the station for one more commercial break while we have the national anthem.
No matter the reason, you know you can score big savings at Ryburn Automotive Superstore in Monticello. Ryburn has been serving their customers all over the ArcLamis without any penalties or tackling salespeople. Ryburn believes that it's the team that makes the difference. We want you to experience the best today at Ryburn Automotive Superstore, Highway 425 South in Monticello. Ryburn Automotive Superstore, a proud supporter of Warren Lumberjack football.
Hometown Bank, taking care of hometown people. That's what Warren Bank and Trust Company has been about for a long, long time. Warren Bank and Trust Company of Warren and Hermitage, your only locally owned, home-owned bank in Bradley County. The next time you need a car loan, a house loan, a business loan, savings account, whatever the need, let Warren Bank and Trust Company, your hometown bank, take care of all your banking needs. Warren Bank and Trust Company, your only locally owned, home-operated bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Shop the weekend specials at Super Value Foods and save. Coke and Pepsi products, 2-liter bottles, 3 for just $5. Hunt's Manwich, a 15-ounce can is only 98 cents. Essential Everyday paper towels, 6 rolls, or bath tissue, 12 rolls, 2 for just $9.98. Bryan sliced bacon, 12-ounce package, only $3.98. Boneless beef shoulder roast, $3.48 a pound, and fresh green bell peppers, 4 for just 98 cents. It's the weekend specials at Super Value Foods in Warren.
Again, back here at Jim Hurley Jr. Stadium, we get set for tonight's ball game between Warren and Malvern. David, we already looked at the brackets. As you look at it, the 7-4A is where Malvern comes from. You got Arkadelphia, who's number 1 in the state. Nashville still left, and Malvern. Out of the 8-4A, McGee and Warren are still left. So 5 of the 8 teams are out of South Arkansas.
Exactly, and it's usually that way.
Yeah. As we look at Malvern a little bit closer, David already talked about it some. Boy, they have got a prolific running back. Their quarterback, he can throw the ball probably better than what we saw last week out of the Stuttgart quarterback.
Yes, he's a better passer. Simmons, he's here he is, 109 of 161, only thrown 4 interceptions, 2,128 yards, 19 touchdowns. He wants to go to his favorite receiver is Carradine. He's got 36 catches, 742 yards, 5 touchdowns, and is averaging 20.6 yards a catch. You know, it's looking at, when I said kind of mirrored, you look at them, A.J. Jordan leads Warren, 40 catches, 1,017 yards, 13 touchdowns, averaging 25.4 yards a carry. Both these teams throw the football downfield. They're not going to dink and dunk you to death. They're going to rear back and go at it, just throw it down the field and try to get them loose. And both those receivers run extremely well. But teams don't get this far without defense. We talk about the offense, but the defense for, Coach Hembry this week's been trying to figure out what to do with Forrest Landreth. He's got the defensive lineman, 58 tackles, 4 sacks, 13 hurries, 2 interceptions. Their leading tackler is Angel Perez. He's got 106 tackles on the year. Of course, Malvern coaches have been going, what are we going to do with that Laster boy?
Yeah. The Laster, then they got to look at Delfino Rivera. And after last week, they got to figure out what to do with Neil Harding, who had a great game defensively.
Harding had a great game. Wesley Gavin, and Weston Gavin's going to be back. How effective he'll be, who knows? But he can give them, those interior defensive linemen, a break ever so often.
That's where he's going to start tonight. Of course, if he said, I talked to him and his parents both, and they said, wherever Coach Hembry needs me to play, that's where I'll play. And they're going to start him on defense tonight, on the defensive line. They feel like they need his senior leadership up there on that defensive line, and that gives a chance to move Delfino back to linebacker. And, we had Weatherspoon came in last week and filled in after Jalen Lee had to leave the ball game, but Weatherspoon came in and played that outside linebacker, and as a sophomore had a great game.
Had a great ball game. Weatherspoon's been one of those who has flew under the radar whatever Coach Hembry's needed out of him, he stepped up and did the job effectively. We talked about them. We should have Cam Davis, though, won't we? Will Cam be back tonight?
Cam Davis? Jalen Lee?
Nope, Cam back at safety.
Not sure about that. I think they're going to play Cam Davis. I'm trying to figure out
Number 9.
Number 9. Cam.
For us.
Yeah. I don't know. They've been playing AJ back there a lot.
They've been playing AJ back there a lot, but if Cam is ready to go, that'll help that rotation back there.
I was lost.
Sorry.
Okay.
But
you've had your moment. I've had my senior moment tonight. So we'll go from there.
But we've had the Lumberjacks have got depth along the defensive line and like to rotate people in and out. And we've talked about they've got a great offensive tackle, which means Landon, they play them at left tackle, which means Landon Wolf's going to go against him, which, he went against that stud that Blyville had and played effectively against him. Landon doesn't quite get the recognition he deserves as a defensive lineman, but they're having to take care of him because he can man that side and cause a lot of trouble.
Captains have made their way out to the center of the field. They'll have the coin toss. We'll take another commercial break and we'll come back. We'll tell you who won the tip right after this timeout.
The best thing about your car. I mean, it's nice if it looks great and has plenty of power, but the best part is it gets you where you need to go. It's the same way with Bradley County Medical Center. Sure, it's a building filled with amazing technology, but more important, it's a place that takes us from illness to wellness. It's reliable transportation on the road to recovery. It's something to think about May 6th through the 12th as facilities across the country celebrate National Hospital Week. At Bradley County Medical Center, we are hometown people taking care of our hometown.
Hello, Carl Lucky for Lucky's of Monticello. Have you noticed our shopping habits have changed a lot over the last few years? Step 1, grab the smartphone and research the product. Step 2, hit the Order Now button. Well, guess what? At AutoBuyLucky.com, you may use the same process for your next ride. At AutoBuyLucky.com, new or used, see all the pictures and equipment. Oh, yeah, and the prices. Shopping made easy for you at AutoBuyLucky.com.
Attention hunters, are you tired of that old ATV letting you down? If so, let us at Union Bank help you with the ATV or side-by-side you've always dreamed of. This is Tricia Wilkinson with Union Bank. With our great loan product, friendly service, and quick closing times, we will help you get to the deer woods in style in a new ATV or side-by-side. Stop by my office or call 870-226-2035 and let me show you how easy banking can be. Union Bank and Trust, member FDIC. Financing with approved credit. See loan officer for details.
James Glass and Body Shop, 441 North Martin in Warren, is one of the oldest body shops in Warren, so it makes sense when you need vehicle damage repair that they're the place to go. Using top-of-the-line replacement parts, the professionals at James Glass and Body Shop can restore your vehicle to tip-top condition. And James Glass and Body Shop is the only full-service glass shop in Warren. They custom-cut glass for home, business, and auto. So the next time you need professional vehicle repair or custom-cut glass, stop by James Glass and Body Shop, 441 North Martin in Warren, or call 226-3130.
The Lumberjacks won the toss and have elected to receive, so we'll see Warren's offense on the field first. They'll be moving from right to left, from south to north. Malvern's going to have the wind at their back, what little wind there is here tonight.
Yeah.
It's not much, but they'll have that. And David, there's a lot of orange and black here tonight.
It's everywhere you look.
It's like almost like an orange and black scrimmage here tonight. But Warren dressed in their black uniforms, black pants, black jerseys, white numerals, orange helmets. And then you've got Malvern in their black helmets, white jerseys, black pants, and they're trimmed in orange. So, you know, both these teams, orange and black. And David, what do you expect to see tonight's ball game?
A lot of running and a lot of offense. Just going to put it simple, I expect a high-scoring football game, and whoever comes up with the big play on defense is probably going to turn the tide.
DeAndre Thomas will go back deep along with Tayshawn Johnson. They'll be back deep for the Lumberjacks as Malvern gets set to kick it off. Malvern again out of the 7-4A, finished as the number 2 seed behind Arkadelphia. Warren, of course, won the 8-4A as the number 1 seed. Their only loss, Warren's only loss was to Stuttgart. Warren avenged that last week. Malvern's only loss in state was to Arkadelphia, and then they lost to Hernando, Mississippi. So it's a non-conference game, so we'll see how things get set to go. Angel Perez will tee it up, and he'll kick it high and short. It's going to be over the head of Malik Day, heads toward the sideline, going to go out of bounds, and the Lumberjacks will get it 1st and 10 up at the 35-yard line.
Good field position to start the night off with.
So just underway. Glad you're with us. Don't forget our friends at American Shifty Corporation have been sponsoring Lumberjack football for a long, long time. And if you're in the trucking business, you need to give them a call because they have been fixing big truck transmissions, rear ends, differentials, and clutches more than anybody else since 1971. They offer a no questions asked 1-year warranty. Give them a call at 501-945-0878. That's American Shifty Corporation. Lassiter out of the shotgun. Trip receivers will come wide left. They'll start with a four-man front defensively for the Leopards. Handoff's going to go right side. Trey Jackson, he's hitting the backfield, and Traylon's going down for a 1-yard loss back at the 34-yard line.
Going to be tough running tonight.
You look up front for the Leopards. They don't give me any sizes, but you look across the line. Yeah, they're big. This is big as Warren is across the offensive and defensive lines. They'll run a 4-3 just like Warren does on defense. Warren again goes trip receivers wide left. Empty backfield this time for Lassiter on 2nd and 11. Lassiter, quarterback keeper, going to keep it himself. He's out over the 40, gets tripped up and falls forward out near the 44-yard line. He's going to gain 10 but still be a yard shy of a first down. But, you know, I think Maddox probably had his best game last week as a Lumberjack.
Yes, I had that 88-yard run, which...
3rd down and 1 for Warren from their own 44. Lassiter calling for it. Lassiter leaves it with Jackson. Jackson brushed it to the right side. He's got the first down. Ball came loose, but they're going to say it was down at the 46-yard line. So we'll have a first down. That'll be a KJ Produce first down. KJ's Produce, they're going to be open tomorrow at 511 West Central Street in Warren. I stopped by there today. They've got all kinds of fried pies. They just got those in. They're frozen, ready to go. But, I mean, they got like 6 different types of fried pies, all types of jellies, jams, and honey. And if you're looking for Christmas gifts, go by and check out their home decor and the yard ornaments. And then pick you up some produce while you're there. It's KJ's Produce in Warren. On first down, Lassiter's going to keep it himself. Cross midfield, the 45. He's got another KJ Produce first down. He'll fall out of bounds down at the 41-yard line of Malvern.
Pickup of about 14.
Yep. 1st and 10, Lumberjacks at the 41-yard line of Malvern. Just underway to start the first quarter, first drive of the ball game. Warren started at their own 35-yard line. On 1st and 10. AJ's going to split wide to the right. Leon comes wide left. Tayshawn in at the slot. Going to hand it off to Jackson. Jackson, big hole left side at the 40 to the 35. Runs over a player down to the 32-yard line. Make it the 31-yard line. A gain of 9 on the play.
If you watch that time, the outside linebacker came up on the line of scrimmage. They got enough for the first down.
They did. A gain of 10.
But the linebacker came up, blitzed. Jackson came right through that deserted area that linebacker left.
1st and 10, another KJ Produce first down. KJ's Produce, 511 West Central. Stop by there tomorrow. They've got some Arkansas play action looking. Throws for AJ, going to be incomplete. Antonio a little bit wide down inside the 20-yard line. You know, there's double coverage down there. Malvern, Warren probably pretty lucky that one didn't get picked off.
Yes.
It'll bring up 3rd down and 8 for the Lumberjacks in 4-down territory at the 29-yard line of Malvern. Tayshawn Johnson will check back. Backfield for Lassiter. They'll spread the field. Leopards stay in a 4-man front. Linebackers are about 6 yards off the ball. Lassiter wanting to throw. Blitz coming. They pick it up. He delivers over the middle. Complete to Jordan at the 20 to the 15. Antonio is going to be bumped out of bounds down at the 15-yard line.
13-yard pickup.
Warren's offensive line did a great job picking up the blitz.
They did. Just as perfect as you want.
1st and 10, another KJ Produce first down at the 15-yard line. Opening drive of the ball game for the Lumberjacks. 8:50 to play here in the first quarter. Warren knocking on the door. 1st and 10 at the 15 of Malvern. Thomas and Jordan split wide right. This time they'll put Jackson in the backfield. Overload the right side. That's the wide side of the field. They hand it off Jackson.
Nope.
Lassiter's going to keep it himself. He's hit at the line and going to lose a yard. Oh, back to the 16. Warren put the tight end on that side, the blocking back on that side, and ran to that side, but somehow Malvern penetrated the line.
Malvern kind of stacked it to that side, too.
2nd down and 11 now for the Lumberjacks. Ball spotted at the 16 of Malvern. Inside the red zone. Coach Embry calls the play in from the sideline. Lassiter out of the shotgun. Stay with the tight end and the H-back. Again, overload to right side. Lassiter wanting to throw. Looking in the flat. Complete. Irvin Rivera at the 10. Rivera to the 5. He's bumped out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4-yard line. And that'll be first and goal to goal. Another KJ Produce first down at the 4.
Has he not become a major weapon here late in the season?
They look at those wide receivers and they pay so much attention to them that time. And two, you usually got a linebacker trying to cover him coming out of the backfield. First and goal to goal at the 4. Wolf checks in. Lassiter direct snap. He'll keep it right behind Wolf. Dives for the goal line. Is he in? No. He's going to be stopped at the 1-foot line. Maddox picks up 3.5. Need another half a yard there. So it'll be second down and goal.
Over on this side, that time Thomas campaigning hard for Lassiter's touchdown with that side judge.
On second and goal, Lassiter keeps it again. This time he'll dive into the end zone. Touchdown, Lumberjacks. 7:35 to play in the opening quarter. And David, I can do the math on this one. 65 yards on the opening drive. As we get set for the extra point. Jose Jacinto will come on. Reese Cornish does the holding. Harton does the snapping. Nope, that's not Harton doing the snapping, is it? Yep, Harton does the snapping. We'll wait to snap. Everyone's set. Snaps down, kicks on its way, and this one is through the uprights and good. 7-0. Warren leads it here in the first quarter. We're back in just a moment.
That Johnson's Hardware on Highway 63 North in Warren has all your electrical, plumbing, hardware, and building needs, but they also have all the feed you need for all your animals. That's right. Johnson's Hardware has a complete line of feed for chickens, goats, cows, pigs, horses, you name it. They've got it all. And don't forget, they're your one-stop shop for all your plumbing, electrical, and building supply needs. That's Johnson's Hardware on Highway 63 North in Warren. Go by and check it out. If they don't have it, you don't need it. How do you choose the right HVAC system for your home? You call Trucks Heating and Air at 820-1525, your root dealer in Southeast Arkansas. What's the difference between an air conditioner and a heat pump? And how do you know which system you need? You call Trucks Heating and Air at 820-1525, your root dealer in Southeast Arkansas. At Trucks Heating and Air, you're talking to the experts, and they're your root dealer in Southeast Arkansas. So if you're considering a new HVAC system for your home, give Trucks Heating and Air a call at 820-1525, your root dealer in Southeast Arkansas.
7-0. Warren takes the early lead. Jacinto gets set to kick it off. He'll squib it on the ground. It's going to take a high bounce, picked up at the 26-yard line, returned up over the 30 to the 35 to the 37, and that's all. About a 12-yard return. On the return there was Angel Perez as Warren puts together a nice drive to start the ball game.
12 plays, 65 yards, 4 minutes, and 25 seconds.
All right, we'll look for Malvern to try and mirror the Lumberjacks. We talked about it on our pregame show. Yes. They're going to have that big running back. They've got the receivers, and they've got a good quarterback. Jalen Dupree is averaging 200 yards a game, over 200 yards a game. 10 yards a carry. So we've got to contain him. Warren will open up with a 4-man front. 4-3 defensively. The linebackers are Irvin Rivera, Delfino Rivera, and Maddox Lassiter. Handoff going to go up the middle to Dupree. Dupree going to get a couple, and that's all as he gets it out close to the 40-yard line. So they're going to give him a gain of 3 on the play. It'll be second down and 7. And that's just pretty much what we just thought we would see out of them. This time Dupree's going to line up as a wide receiver. They go empty backfield with 4 wide receivers. Now they put Dupree in motion. Simmons lines up. He lines up on the left side. Fake it to him. Simmons is going to keep it himself. He's across the 40. Hits his own man. Runs out over the 45. He's going to be bumped out of bounds up near the first down marker right at the 47-yard line.
It's going to be a first down.
Cedric Simmons is the quarterback, and David, he's got some speed.
He does.
He's quick. First and 10 for the Leopards. Mark it at the 47 of Malvern. Warren leading 7-0, 6:50 to play here in the first quarter. They stay empty backfield, and this time they go 5 wide. Trip receivers to the wide side of the field. Ball on the left hash mark. Simmons wanting to throw. Looking left. Gets it to Dupree. Dupree across midfield. Down the left sideline. He's going to be bumped out of bounds about a yard shy of the first down. It'll be a gain of 9. But, those some of the same things Warren does. You throw it to the, have 2 receivers out there. One takes off, the other one stands still, and you throw it to him.
And you throw it to him, yep. Nothing fancy.
A gain of 9. It'll be 2nd down and 1 as Malvern now at the Lumberjack 44-yard line. Ball stays on the left hash mark. Malvern moving from left to right here in this first quarter. As they break the huddle, come to the line of scrimmage. This time they'll line up Dupree in the backfield. Hand it off to him, right side. He's hit at the line of scrimmage and going to be stopped for no gain. Coming through for the Lumberjacks. Was that Marcus Green?
Yes.
Boy, he made a nice hit.
Nice tackle.
No gain on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 1 for the Leopards. So 3rd and 1. They go to a huddle again. They want to control the tempo, don't they?
Yes, the tempo. They want a slower tempo than the Lumberjacks do.
Simmons out of the shotgun. Takes a direct snap, keeps it himself. He's hit behind the line of scrimmage. Warren, the ball is loose on the ground. Malvern will pick it up. Looked like a lineman did, and he'll run it forward, and it'll be good for a first down. Oh, my.
Wow.
You talk about the ball bouncing the right way. Warren had it stopped 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage. The ball came loose, and it looked like the big lineman, number 72, Manuel Valdilva, was able to scoop it and move it for a first down.
Picked up about 6 yards.
It'll be 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line of Warren. Empty backfield again and 5 wide. Warren will rush forward, drop 7 back. Simmons under pressure, giving chase is Landon Wolf. They're going to try to catch him, can't do it. He heaves it down the field.
That's a man.
And is caught inside the 5 down at the 4-yard line. No, they ruled it incomplete.
Incomplete.
Said he dropped it. Number 24.
He had it at one point.
Yeah, Dalen Carradine. Oh, my. Boy, Landon Wolf was giving chase. And then Neil Harding came up from this side. But I thought he caught it, but he dropped it.
I really did, too.
When he went to the ground. The officials got a better, he's closer to it than we are. He had a better look. 2nd down and 10.
And I like his call better than mine and yours.
Trip receivers come wide right. Simmons again out of the shotgun. Fakes it, keeps it himself. Around the left side, he's over the 40. Going to be hit and brought down near the 35-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the play. As the quarterback keeps it himself, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 4. But you got to think Malvern are 3rd and 5. They actually mark him down at the 36-yard line. 5:06 left to go, first quarter. Warren leading 7-0. Malvern, their first possession of the game. They empty the backfield again and go 5 wide. Spread it out on 3rd down and 5. Simmons, straight drop. Has time. Throws into the sideline. It's complete. There's going to be a flag, though. It's going to be an illegal pick against Malvern.
I think you're right.
As they made the completion, he gets bumped out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. The flag came in immediately, and there was contact there as Maddox Lassiter was breaking on the football, and he got hit going toward the football. So they call pass interference is what they call. In basketball, you call an illegal roll.
Yeah.
An illegal pick and roll.
The illegal pick, illegal screen in basketball. Yep. It could be a pick in football, or they call sometimes pass interference.
That's what they did here. So to remain 3rd down, they'll mark the penalty off against Malvern, against the Leopards, and mark it all the way back out. Wow, to the 49-yard line of Malvern. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 20. 7-0, Warren leading, 4:45 to play here in the opening quarter. 3rd down and 20. First possession for Malvern. They go empty backfield again and 5 wide. Simmons, straight drop, pressure coming. He's forced out of the pocket. He's going to run it himself across midfield. Delfino Rivera runs him out of bounds up at the 45-yard line of Warren. And it's a gain of about 6 on the play. They'll be looking at 4th down. And you think they'll punt it away?
I think they'll punt it. They've got confidence. One thing is so far. And the other thing is you got to have a lot of confidence in your defense.
It's 4th and 15. They're leaving the offense out there. It's decision time.
At the moment.
But
they're in no hurry. They're waiting like they're waiting to the last minute.
They are.
To catch.
7 seconds on the play clock. They're going to have to call a timeout or take a delay of game here.
They probably want to delay a game, back it up 5 more yards.
There it is. The flag comes in, so they'll back them up 5. Delay a game against the Leopards. So Warren's defense forces them to punt.
Yes.
After they end up picking, 20-something yards up.
Again, took a lot of time off the clock.
Yeah. 4:28 remaining here in the first period. So it'll be 4th down and 20. Antonio Jordan's going to go back deep for the Lumberjacks. Their punter is their quarterback, Cedric Simmons. He gets a good snap. Warren, no pressure. Line drive kick, hits it to 15, takes a good bounce into the end zone for Warren.
Boy, when it hit the turf, it took off, didn't it?
Went straight into the end zone. So Warren's going to get it 1st and 10 out at the 20-yard line with 4:21 left to play here in the opening quarter. And 7-0 our score. Our friends at number 1 Wash and Shine Detail Shop, Mr. Thomas Miller, they do a great job washing vehicles. It's supposed to rain. It's been raining yesterday. Your car may be nasty, but you can give them a call. They're open 7 days a week, 820-2171. They'll pick up and deliver, and they do a fantastic job. So next time you want your vehicle cleaned up, give number 1 Wash and Shine a call at 820-2171. Warren on 1st down. Lassiter, play action, wanting to go deep down the field towards Neon and going to overthrow everybody. And Neon goes down. There wasn't any contact.
He went down. You can tell he slowed up. That went down. I
don't know if it was a cramp that caught him.
I don't know what caught him.
He comes up and goes back toward the line of scrimmage. He's going to come off the field.
He's going to have to come off. I don't think he can.
All right, they'll put Malik Day in his place.
Of course, Coach Hembry had been watching it. They'd been playing zone on AJ's side of the field and leaving a man-to-man matchup on Neo, so they went deep.
Trip receivers go wide right for Warren. On for 2nd and 10. Tunnel screen. Throw is going to be incomplete through the hands of Tayshawn Johnson. On that tunnel screen, the receiver's coming in toward the quarterback. And Maddox, he's got 1 speed on that fastball. It's wide open.
It was a little high to boot.
So it'll bring up 3rd down and 10 for the Lumberjacks. McGee leading Harding Academy 8-0 in the early going. Up at Searcy. Warren leading here 7-0 over Malvern. 3rd down and long. Warren goes empty backfield and 5 wide. Lassiter out of the shotgun, straight back. Has time, throws over the middle, trying to hit Traylon Jackson, and Traylon can't hold on. Just a little overthrown off his fingertips. He got a hand on it, but couldn't pull it in.
He made a great effort at the football, just couldn't get it.
So it'll bring up 4th down and 10. Warren will be forced to punt for their first time tonight, leading 7-0. Maddox Lassiter does the punting. Malvern should get pretty good field position as their speedy wide receiver, Daylon Carradine, is going to be the return man. He'll stand at his own 40, awaiting the punt of Maddox. Everyone's set. Lassiter gets the snap. No rush. And Maddox booms one. Hits at the 40. Going to take a leopard bounce back up the field to the 42. Malik Day will down it right there. And that's where the Leopards will have it 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line. With Warren leading 7-0 here, 3:57 to go in the first quarter. Warren on top. 7-0. The Leopards with their second possession. Warren forced them to punt earlier.
Good job by the Lumberjacks defense last time out. Let's see how we do on this second, see what adjustments have been made.
Simmons out of the shotgun, has Dupree on his left side. Twin receiver, high snap. He'll pull it down. He'll pull it down, but he's going to give chase. Warren's going to get him for a loss.
Simmons just running for his life then. Center didn't have the right snap count. Everybody was standing there, and whoop, there came the football.
And, he did a good job to pull it down. It's going to be about a 4-yard loss. Back to the 38-yard line.
You know, really nobody's that worried about the loss. They're just thankful to still have the football.
Second down and 14 now for the Leopards. They go empty backfield and 5 wide. Dave, I don't think we've seen 2 high school teams go 5 wide this much early in a ball game. Simmons one to throw. Fires is complete across midfield and going to get a bunch of that real estate back. Be very close to the first down marker out at midfield. And
okay, that's going to be the get back.
The flag comes here on the sideline. A sideline warning against the Lumberjacks.
Who caught the football?
Number 6. Sammy Hassan.
14-yard pickup.
Good for a first down. I'm sorry, number 5, David. Number 5 is Keelan Janelle. He caught the pass. All right, 1st and 10 for the Leopards. Ball spotted at the Lumberjack 48-yard line. 5 wide again. They put Dupree in motion, line him up in the backfield beside Simmons. Simmons gets the snap, hands it off. Dupree left side, straight ahead now across the 45, down to the Lumberjack 43-yard line.
5-yard pickup.
Coming up to make the stop, Terrence Roberson for the Lumberjacks. Big 6'2", 328-pound defensive lineman, just a junior for the Lumberjacks. Second down and 4 now as we go under 3 minutes left to play in the opening quarter. 7-0 our score. Warren leading. This time they'll go twin receivers, wide right, 1 wide left. Handoff Dupree again, straight ahead. Dupree hit at the 40, and that's as far as he's going. He'll get it down to close to the 39. There's Delfino Rivera coming up. He plays that Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker. He played it tough all season long.
He's played tough defense for 3 years.
3rd down and 1 now for the Leopards at the Lumberjack 39-yard line. They go to the huddle. Play clock's down to 15. They'll break the huddle. Dupree stays in the backfield. Twin receivers come wide right. They'll overload the right side, the wide side of the field. Quick pitch to Dupree, trying to get to the edge. He does. He's got the first down, cuts back. He's inside the 35 to the 30-yard line, make it the 29 of Warren. And finally, AJ coming up to make the stop.
8-yard pickup. Overloaded that side, went right at it.
So another first down for Malvern at the Lumberjack 29-yard line. 1:42 left to play here in the first quarter. Warren leading 7-0. As Carradine splits wide left. Now we got the fullback in. Dupree lined up in the pistol formation, handed off to him. Dupree hit at the line. They make him come down the line of scrimmage, and there is to make the stop at Bryson Harris after about a 4-yard gain. It'll be just make it a 3-yard gain. Yeah, they're marking at the 26-yard line. But Warren did what they wanted to do. They stopped it going straight ahead and made him cut to the outside.
Cut to the outside, had him running east and west. 2nd down and 7 for the Leopards from the Lumberjack 26-yard line. Under a minute left to play. First quarter, Warren leading 7-0. Malvern on the move. Dupree goes in motion. There's a lot of motion up on the line. And it looks like a false start against the offense. So that offensive line jumps. That'll make them be behind the sticks. It'll be 2nd down and 12 now. They'll spot the football back at the 31-yard line. 2nd and 12. Trip receivers go wide left. Tight end to the short side of the field. Dupree in the backfield with Simmons.
Fake it to him, play action. One to throw, fires over the middle, ball's tipped and going to be incomplete. Pass was intended out there for Dante Cagle. Maddox Lassiter had dropped back in coverage from the linebacker spot. He may have heard footsteps coming.
He may have.
So it'll be 3rd down and 12 for the Leopards now at the Warren 31-yard line. The incomplete pass stopped the clock with 32 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Carradine splits wide left along with Cagle. Dupree now moves out of the way. Simmons gets the snap, heaves it down toward the end zone, going to overthrow everybody. So once again, the Warren defense, David, has forced them to a 4th down here. Well, they're in 4-down territory.
They're in 4-down territory. I expect them to go for it.
It'll be 4th down and 12.
I was just surprised at the play call. You usually want to get about half to where it's a shorter.
So it'll be 4th and 12 from the Lumberjack 31-yard line. Again, the clock stopped with the incomplete pass. 26 seconds remain here in the first quarter. So a big 4th down play here. 4th and 12. Trip receivers go wide left. Warren goes man-to-man coverage out there with some help over the top from the safety. Simmons wanting to throw. Looking, throws deep into a crowd. It's going to be tipped and going to be incomplete. Malik Day had the coverage. The help came from the safety, Antonio Jordan, and he may have got a fingertip on it as it falls incomplete, intended down there for Carradine.
Nice defensive play by the Lumberjacks.
Warren will take over on downs, 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line with 20 seconds remaining here in the opening quarter. And Warren leading 7-0. Warren with their 3rd possession of the evening. Took their opening drive, went 65 yards. Point after attempt was good, 7-0. Second possession, they went 3 and out. Had to punt it away. Lassiter out of the shotgun. Jackson in the backfield in the pistol formation. Leave it with Jackson. Jackson trying to pick his way through the line. He'll get it out over the 32, out to the 34, just shy of the 35-yard line. Be a gain of almost 4 on the play. So Traylon, he does move it out to the 35. 2nd down and 6 now for the Lumberjacks. And that's the end of the first quarter. Our score 7-0. Warren leads it. We're back with Jim Hurley Jr. Stadium for the second quarter right after this timeout.
What does it mean to be a star? At South Arkansas Community College in El Dorado, it means having the opportunity to learn, grow, and succeed in an environment where you are treated as the important person that you are. The star in our logo is a reminder of what you mean to us. Be a star at South Ark. Visit southark.edu/info for information.
Sonic has something delicious for you. Hey, announcer guy, that's your cue.
Indulge in the all-new Sonic Steak Butter Bacon Cheeseburger with creamy steak seasoned butter and crispy bacon. Stacked on a 100% pure beef patty with 2 slices of melty American cheese and grilled onions. Layered between a warm bakery bun.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm definitely craving that previously mentioned thing.
Sonic Steak Butter Bacon Cheeseburger.
Sonic.
Limited time only. Participating Sonic Drive-In.
It'll be 2nd down and 6 as we start the second quarter. Warren leading 7-0.
Warren 68 yards total offense first quarter. Malvern 67.
Warren got 7 points out of their 68 yards, though, as that opening drive went 65 yards for the score.
But you realize in the first quarter, really each team got 2 possessions.
Not many.
This is the 3rd possession for Warren, but we got the football 20 seconds.
2nd down and 6. Little reverse. They flip it to Tayshawn. Tayshawn out over the 40, 45. Johnson across midfield. Tayshawn Johnson brought down at the 47-yard line of Malvern. They ran him back as an inside pass.
It was just a little reverse, flip reverse. It beautifully ran, I might add.
Another KJ Produce first down. For all your produce needs, go see them. They've got some fresh Arkansas tomatoes there that they need to get rid of. You need to have them for another bacon and tomato sandwich. Go by 511 West Central Street in Warren. Pick them up tomorrow. Handoff. There's Jalen Lee, who just got to start playing again. He's checked in, carries it across the 45 down to the 44-yard line. And Jalen Lee a senior, going to make his presence known. He'll pick up
3.
1, 2, 3. Second down and 7. Tayshawn splits wide left along with Jalen Lee. Antonio comes wide right on 2nd and 7. Put Jalen in motion. Fake it to him. Lassiter's going to keep it himself. Bottled up. Cuts it to the outside. He's at the 40. Lowers his shoulder at the 35. He'll be bumped out of bounds. Good for 8 yards, 9 yards, and a first down for the Lumberjacks. Another KJ Produce first down.
Lassiter, what can you say about Maddox that we hadn't already said this year?
He is a bull in a china closet.
Yes.
He'll run over and break everything. 1st and 10 for the Lumberjacks. Spotted at the 35-yard line of Malvern. Warren leading 7-0. Just under 11 minutes left to go in the half. Traylon Jackson gets the call. He's straight ahead. Traylon inside the 35. Gets it down close to the 32-yard line. That'll be a gain of 3. And bring up a 2nd down and 7 now for Warren. So 2nd and 7. Neon Thomas, he's down on the bench on the sideline, David. I don't know if he pulled something when he was running down the field.
But you could tell something happened on that route.
All right, 2nd down and 7 now. It's a handoff, no play action. Lassiter pulls it down, will keep it himself. Felt the pressure, and Lassiter's going to carry it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That'll be another gain of 3 for Warren. There's a player shaken up for Malvern.
Lassiter pulled it down. What he was after wasn't there, so Lassiter has pulled it down, went straight ahead.
American Shifting Corporation at 2101 East Broadway in North Little Rock. They were founded in 1971. They've grown to be the largest transmission and rear end builder on big truck transmissions, clutches, rear ends, and differentials. They've got most of the parts in stock right there. They can get you back on the road or back on the job quicker than anybody else. You can call Michael Adair. Everybody knows Michael. He's from right here in Warren, South Arkansas. He travels all over the state, and he can get you the parts you need sometimes quicker than calling the main office. So call Michael at 870-820-2028 next time you're broke down and see what Michael can do for you at American Shifting Corporation. Number 1 wash and shine detail shop. Hey, with the wet and nasty weather we've been having, if you want to keep their number handy, 820-2171. They can do a wash job. They can do a complete detail on your car, your truck, your boat, your ATV, your side-by-side, big truck. They can wash it all. That's number 1 wash and shine. Give Thomas Miller and his crew a call at 820-2171. All right, the injured player for Malvern walks off the field under his own power. 3rd down and 4 for the Lumberjacks at the 29 of Malvern. 9:55 left to play here in the first half. Warren on top 7-0, and now the move, and Warren's going to move.
Warren's first penalty of the night.
Irvin Rivera got to leaning a little too far forward. Couldn't stop, so it'll be 3rd and 9 for Warren, as they'll back them up back to the 34-yard line. Jalen Lee and Tayshawn Johnson split wide left. Antonio comes wide right. Ball on the right hash mark. Warren moving from left to right. Lassiter wanting to throw. Dumps it off to Jackson out of the backfield. Jackson hits the sideline. He'll get some of that real estate back as he'll get it down to the 31. But Warren's going to be looking at 4th down and 6. But we're in 4-down territory. At the end of the first quarter, McGee leads Harding Academy 8-0.
Wow.
Up in Searcy. On 4th down and 6, Lassiter calling for the ball, looking, wanting to throw, dumps it again. Jackson in and out of his hands at the 25. Traylon was running wide open, hit him in the breadbasket, right in the belly, and he couldn't hold on to it. Coach Embry is asking him, Traylon, come on, guy, you got to catch those. So Warren will turn it over on downs. And we said these two teams mirrored one another.
Yeah.
All right, Warren scored on their first possession. Warren's defense, however, was able to stop and make them punt. Warren's second possession, Warren had the punt. Malvern's third possession, they turned it over on downs, and now Warren turns it over on downs on their third possession of the night. So Leopards will have it 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line. 9:35 to play in the first half. Warren leading 7-0. Simmons, the quarterback, calls for it, hands off to Dupree. Dupree hit it behind the line, going to be dropped behind the line for a couple of yard loss. Coming through for the Lumberjacks is going to be Bryson Harris. Him and Neo Harding blew that one up. It was Bryson, really. And then Neo and Malik Day came up to finish it off. So a loss of 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 13. 2nd down and 13 now for the Leopards.
Good job defensively, getting penetration and making the play.
They go with trip receivers wide right. Warren stays in a 4-man front defensively. Simmons wanting to throw. Pressure coming from the backside. He throws complete, short, out of the 31, hit immediately by Irvin Rivera, and he'll go down after only a 4-yard gain. Irvin Rivera comes up to make the hit on him, number 5, Keelan Junell, on the reception there. So it'll bring up 3rd and long, a 3rd and 9 for the Leopards. They're going to spread the field with 5 wide. Ball on the right hash mark. Trips come to the wide side on the left. Twins go on the right side, short side of the field. Simmons, straight drop. Sets up, fires over the middle. It's going to be incomplete, underthrown. Pass was intended down there for his favorite receiver, Carradine. And Malvern's going to look at 4th down and 9, and the Lumberjacks are going to get the football back here with 8:15 left to play in the half, David. Warren leading 7-0.
This has been a heck of a ball game.
Yeah.
You know, we've had ball games this year where, you know, it'd been more exciting to watch paint dry. But this isn't one of them.
Antonio Jordan goes back deep for the Lumberjacks. Their quarterback Simmons will punt it away. High spiraling kick. He kicks it away from Antonio. It's going to hit it to 35. He'll pick it up at the 30. Jordan returns it up to the 40. Jordan spins and going to be hit and driven backwards. And the late flag coming in from the bag judge. Running down the field. A return. They mark
Holding.
Yeah, a return out to the 40.
So send it back.
Holding against Warren on the return. So they go from the end of the run and mark off the 10-yard penalty, and Warren should have it 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. With 8:01 remaining here in the first half, 7-0 our score, Warren leading. The only score came on the opening drive of the ball game. Warren went 65 yards in 12 plays. Since then,
defense has become the name of the game.
Defense. I see Neil Harding checking back into the ballgame, so that's good to see at a wide receiver spot. He and Jalen Lee, along with Irvin Rivera, will split wide to the left. Ball on the right hash mark. Jackson in at running back. Lassiter wanted to throw, waiting for Jackson to break into the open. The ball is tipped at the line of scrimmage. At that time, Traylon was double teamed, and I'm not sure if that hadn't got tipped at the line of scrimmage, that might have been the best thing for Warren to happen.
Yeah, that tip could have been the best thing that happened to the Lumberjacks.
Because Traylon was double teamed coming down the sideline.
It had just been so open the time before. Coach Embry could not resist.
2nd down and 10. Lassiter again calling for the snap. Handoff this time to Traylon. Traylon left side. Hit at the line. Breaks a tackle. Gets it out over the 31. Out to about the 32-yard line. So a tough 2 yards there. But Traylon turned what looked like it's going to be a no-gainer into a couple
he got a
positive
couple
yards.
out of it.
3rd down and 8 now for the Lumberjacks. 7:30 left to play here in the first half. Trip receivers will come wide right. Warren goes empty backfield. 5 wide. Lassiter, straight drop. They'll rush 4. He steps up in the pocket. Wide open and dropped it. DeAndre Thomas ran a 12-yard curl pattern, and he was wide open. And DeAndre patting himself on the helmet. He'd like to have that one back. Oh, my. That would have been a 1st down for Warren. So Warren will look at 4th down and 8. And they'll punt it away as Lassiter stays in. He'll punt from his own 20. Carradine will go back deep. He'll stand at his own 30 to await the punt. Good snap, no pressure. High wobbly kick headed toward the sideline. He's going to hit at the 30 and go out of bounds at the 29-yard line of Malvern. Now they're going to mark it out at the wow. They mark it out at the 32-yard line. So Malvern will have it 1st and 10 at their own 32. 7:14 left to play here in the first half. 7-0 our score. Warren scored on the opening drive of the game. Since then, it's been a defensive struggle. I mean. All right, Malvern going to line up with twin receivers wide left. Twins go wide right. A tight end. They put Dupree in motion now. He'll line up in the backfield. Simmons calling for it. Fakes it. Going to give it. Keep it himself. Simmons straight ahead across the 40 to the midfield, and finally going to be stopped by Jalen Lee in Lumberjack territory down at the 47-yard line. And, you know, they've baited us up with Dupree, Dupree, and now Simmons, the quarterback, fakes it to Dupree and keeps it himself. Mark it at the Lumberjack 47-yard line, first down. And another thing, David, you got to think about, Warren's got a lot of players that go both ways on offense and defense. Malvern doesn't have that.
Doesn't have that.
On 1st and 10, Dupree goes in motion. And now procedure call against the Leopards, as they had Dupree going into the short side of the field, the boundary. They'll back them up 5. They'll start behind the chains. And this Malvern team, this late in the season, you hate to see a team do that. As they jump off sides, it'll be 1st and 15 now. Spot the ball back in their own territory, back at their own 48-yard line. Warren stays in a 4-man front, the 4-3 defense. They stay in man-to-man coverage on the wideouts. Handoff to Dupree. Dupree comes across midfield, runs over Rivera, has it inside the 45 to the 41. A flag comes in as Maddox Lassiter finally makes the stop on him. And it'll probably be a face mask call.
Should be face mask
against Warren. Personal foul, face mask. So they'll tack that on to the end of the run. And that'll be a first down. And this will be the deepest that Malvern has been inside Warren territory tonight. And they'll mark it inside the 30, down to the 26-yard line.
He went with the biggie, didn't we?
Yeah. 1st and 10, Malvern at the Lumberjack 26-yard line. 6:19 to play in the half. 7-0 our score. Warren leads it. Malvern breaks the huddle. They go with trip receivers again. Wide to the right. One comes wide left. Empty backfield. Dupree comes in motion again. He'll line up in the backfield. Simmons hands it off. Dupree cuts it back against the grain. He's got 2, 3, 4 yards, 3 yards on the play, and that's all. Again, Warren doing a good job defensively.
Bottling him up.
He had Ingram in on the stop. Also in there for Warren, Bryson Harris. A gain of 2, so it'll be 2nd down and 8. Ball spotted at the Lumberjack 24-yard line. Empty backfield this time. Now put Dupree in motion to the wide side of the field. Simmons looking back right, throws over the middle, complete. Carradine, he's got it at the 10, backpedals. Jalen Lee's going to bring him down as he'll give his forward progress only to the 7-yard line. Actually, he made it a 12-yard line. He made it to the 10, but then he ran backwards. So they'll mark it at the 11-yard line. But that'll be good for a first down. And Malvern knocking on the door here with 5:08 left to play in the first half. Warren leading 7-0.
Carradine was what number?
24. DeLeon Carradine. He'll split wide right this time. Dupree takes a direct snap. Cuts back against the grain, hurdles over a player down to the 5-yard line. They'll mark him right at the 5. So a gain of 6 on the play as they put him in that, I'm going to call it a wild leopard. Okay. Dupree, the running back, takes the direct snap. And he'll gain 6 on that play straight ahead. So 2nd down and 4. They can pick up a first down inside the 1-yard line. Dupree stays in Lines up in front of Simmons. He'll move to the side. Simmons gets the snap this time. Simmons hit behind the line of scrimmage, and he's going to be dropped for no gain, maybe a loss of a yard. It is going to be a loss of a yard. Back to the 7. Warren doing a good job penetrating.
It's a nice job defensively by the Lumberjacks. Backside pursuit.
3rd down, a loss of 2, so it'll be 3rd and 6 now for the Leopards. 7-0, Warren leading. Malvern taking all the time in the world in the huddle. Play clock's down to 12. And they may take a timeout here. They're letting the game clock count down, the play clock count down. There they are. They're going to take a timeout.
Wait, yeah.
We'll take it with them. It's 7-0, Warren leading. Malvern looking at 3rd down and 6 from the Lumberjack 8-yard line when we return in just a moment.
Ever feel like your insurance agent was there to sell you auto insurance, but not there to service it? At Farm Bureau Insurance, we're here to help with auto insurance serviced by experienced agents who are there when you need them most. Call today for your free, no-obligation review for auto, home, and life insurance that's custom-tailored just for you.
In Bradley County, call your local Farm Bureau agent at 226-2649.
Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company of Arkansas, Inc., Southern Farm Bureau Casualty Insurance Company, Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi.
Let the main event go on. 610 North Martin in Warren. They feel great about themselves and look good. The main event, they do facial, manicure, pedicure, spa shampoo, massage, hair extensions, and the latest hair fashion. You'll find guests by Earl Morgan, Hobo, Mara, and beautiful Dormers. Call 226-6900 to make an appointment and walk in our company. Feel great about yourself and look good at main event.
3rd down and 6 from Malvern at the Lumberjack 8-yard line. It's actually 3rd and a long 6. They go empty backfield. Simmons out of the shotgun. 4 receivers. 1 to throw. Now he'll keep it, tuck it. He's hit behind the line and going to be sacked. Back at the 8-yard line, make it the 9. There's Ingram coming through and Neo Harding. Well, Neo crashing down from the defensive end spot. And the Leopards will look at 4th down and 7. A loss of a yard on that play. And a decision time now for the Leopards. They're going to leave the offense out there.
They're going to leave the offense out there. Their kicking game is not a strong.
So 4th and 7. They can get a 1st down right at the 1-yard line. Dupree in the pistol formation behind Simmons. Simmons gets the snap. Pressure coming. Loves it down the end zone. It's intercepted in the end zone. And returned out. Out to the 10, the 15, the 20. Going to be out close to the 25-yard line. And coming up with the interception.
Lee Johnson, wasn't it?
Lee Johnson, the senior. Playing safety, comes up and returns it out of the end zone, out to the 24-yard line. First turnover of the ball game with 2:36 left to play in the half. Warren up 7-0, and Warren's defense comes up huge.
Yes.
So Warren's offense will come back out on the field. Warren with all 3 timeouts remaining. Traylon Jackson in the backfield. Warren's going to go with a bunch set. We've seen them spread it all night. Now we go with the tight bunch set. 2 tight ends. Bunch set to the right. 1 to throw. Lassiter looking. Now forced to run. Lassiter keeps it out over the 30, and it'll be bumped down out at the 32-yard line as Maddox had nowhere to throw it to, so he felt the pressure. Picks up 8 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 2. Warren will quickly come back to the line of scrimmage. This time they'll spread it out. Trip receivers come wide right. Twins go wide left. Empty backfield for Lassiter. Ball on the left hash mark. Rivera goes in motion. Lassiter keeps it himself straight ahead. He falls right in behind Urban Rivera. Still fighting for feet. Out over the 35. Still on his feet at the 40. Taking players with him over the 45. And there's Maddox Lassiter. We're going to name him. They call him Mad Dog. I'm going to call him Tank.
I call him Bull.
He just carried players with him. And another KJ Produce 1st down all the way out at the 48-yard line of Warren.
16-yard pickup.
Lassiter, the senior at quarterback. 1:54 to play before half now. Warren stays empty backfield and 5 wide. Lassiter gets a direct snap, wanting to throw, looking into the sideline, underthrows his intended receiver over there. That was Tayshawn Johnson, I believe, the intended receiver.
Yeah.
That'll stop the clock with 1:50 left to play. 2nd down and 10 now for Warren. Update on a score, McGee was leading.
Harding Academy.
Yeah, 14-0.
Which would be a major upset.
2nd down and 10. Empty backfield. Lassiter, quarterback draw on delay. Cross midfield to the 45. He'll step out of bounds with another KJ Produce first down. Down at the 40-yard line of Malvern. KJ's Produce. 511 West Central in Warren. Go by and see them tomorrow. You need some Christmas gifts? Hey, they've got some great ones. You need to go check out all their gift items that they have. Home decor, flags, wreaths, rugs, doormats. They've got it all. 511 West Central Street in Warren. KJ's Produce, our first down sponsor of the evening. Clock stops with 1:44 left to play. 1st and 10 Lumberjacks from the 40. Lassiter wanting to throw. Again, looking. Fires over the middle. Has a man complete down at the 20-yard line of Malvern. Still on his feet. They're going to give him at the 21-yard line. As making the catch down there is Jalen Lee.
He tried to drop it, but just didn't pull it off.
1st and 10, another KJ Produce first down at the 21-yard line of Malvern.
19-yard pickup.
Trip receivers go wide left. Twins come wide right again. Lassiter calling for it. Lassiter looking into the sideline. AJ's complete. KJ to the 10. Stood up there and going to be bumped down. He'll stay in bounds. It'll be another KJ Produce first down, and the Lumberjacks will go 1st and goal to goal, it looks like, with 1:12 left to play. And now Malvern's going to take the timeout. We'll take it with them and be back with more Lumberjack football in just a moment.
Have Medicare or will be eligible for Medicare soon, you might want to call Patrick Milton at Milton Insurance. He does not work for an insurance company. He works for your best interest. There's never a charge for his service. Call Patrick Milton on the insurance line today. 352-2155. Not employed by Medicare or any other government agency. By calling this number, you'll be connected with Patrick Milton, our local sales agent.
Insure, to be sure, Middletown Insurance Agency.
Vehicle accidents are going to happen, and when they do, think of Sandine's Body and Glass, 503 South Martin in Warren. You'll receive prompt professional service from an auto body technician who has to put your vehicle back to its original condition. All work. So the next time you get free estimates and professional body repair at Sandine's Body and Glass, 503 South Martin in Warren, or call 226-2281.
7-0 our score. Warren on top. Warren knocking on the door. 1st and goal to go from the 10 with 1:12 to play before halftime. Lassiter fakes it to Landon Wolf. Keeps it himself.
Not
Lassiter going to get a yard down to the 9. So it'll be 2nd down and 9. Warren still with 3 timeouts remaining on the scoreboard. I don't remember them taking one. Malvern took that last time out, trying to regroup their defense. 2nd down and goal from the 9 now for Warren. 47 seconds left to play before half. Clock continues to run. Lassiter calling for it, looking, wanting to throw. Steps up, fires over to the flat. Had a wide open Tayshawn Johnson, and he just overthrew him. Just needed a little touch on the football.
Just a little more touch.
Oh, he was wide open at the 5-yard line. That'll stop the clock with 37 seconds remaining. Here in the first half, in what's become a defensive ball game. Warren scored on their opening drive. Malvern was intercepted in the end zone, and now Warren knocking on the door. Lassiter throws a jump ball up for Antonio. He goes up high, and it's caught. Touchdown, Lumberjacks. You can see that, the 6'6" wide receiver, he knew the jump ball, and he's going to win that almost every time.
Because he can jump, besides the height advantage, he can jump out of a gym.
It's Antonio Jordan gets the touchdown. Warren goes up 13-0 with 33 seconds left to play here before halftime. And Jacinto on to attempt the extra point. Out of the hold of Reese Cornish. Jose gets set. Everybody's set. Snap is down. Kick is on its way, and this one is good. 14-0. Lumberjacks lead it. We're back in just a moment.
Day at Bellevue Estates Healthcare Rehabilitation Center in Monticello, our team will provide personal health care to each individual that focuses on the unique needs and circumstances of each elder. We take into consideration the physical, social, and spiritual well-being of each individual. Come by Bellevue Estates at 1052 Old Warren Road in Monticello and see for yourself, or call 367-0044 for more information. At First State Bank of Warren, Hermitage, and Hampton, whatever your need is, we have a solution. The First Century Club for those 50 and over. Free checking with a minimum balance must remain at $300 or above to qualify. Unlimited access to your account by ATM, phone, or online. Just see Tess or Ashley or call 870-226-2601 to get started today. First State Bank of Warren, Hermitage, and Hampton. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
33 seconds remain here before half. Warren leads at 14-0. Nashville leading Elkins 28-14 at the moment. All right.
Warren going to give them the football at the 35.
The
kickoff goes out of bounds.
With 33 seconds remaining here before half. Oh, it's Elkins leading Nashville. Randy Ross giving me scores, and he had it backwards.
Oh.
It's Elkins leading Nashville.
We need
28.
to tell him not to excite us like that.
The winner of our ball game plays the winner of the Nashville-Elkins game. So Malvern's going to get the football 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line following the out-of-bounds kick. Warren leading 14-0. Warren scoring drive, David.
Yeah, I got it right here. Give it to you after this one. Nothing.
They'll hand it off to Dupree. He'll get it out to the 36, a gain of 1.
Okay, Warren scoring drive. 9 plays, 76 yards, 2 minutes and 3 seconds. That followed Lee Johnson's pick.
Interception in the end zone and returned out to the 24. So 2nd down and 9.
They're letting the clock run.
As Malvern's going to go in and try to regroup here at halftime. 14-0. Your Warren Lumberjacks here in the quarterfinals will take a 14-0 lead into the locker room at halftime. We'll update you on some scores from around the state in the 4A and tell you who's winning, who's losing. After tonight, there'll be 4 teams left to move on to the semifinals next Friday. We'll take a break and come back with our halftime show for you when we return in just a moment.
In Monticello is proud to offer rehabilitation services for patients of all ages. The Drew Rehab team provides physical, speech, and occupational therapy on an inpatient or outpatient basis and at home. The experienced staff treats pediatric patients, student athletes, and adults recovering from injuries, stroke, or surgical procedures. The staff will keep you on track throughout your recovery process. Let the Drew Rehab team help you maximize your functional potential. Close to home, choose Drew Memorial.
Maxwell Hardwood Flooring in Monticello and sister companies Washita Hardwood Flooring and Townsend Flooring in Warren are proud to sponsor this Lumberjack football game. Building a strong team takes commitment and hard work, and Maxwell Hardwood Flooring, Washita Hardwood Flooring, and Townsend Flooring understand the concept of teamwork. Whether it's building the finest hardwood flooring in the nation or having a winning team, it takes teamwork and dedication to get the job done. Be a part of a winning team by following the Lumberjacks right here and joining your friends at Maxwell Hardwood Flooring, Washita Hardwood Flooring, and Townsend Flooring, and wishing them the best.
No matter the reason, you know you can score big savings at Ryburn Automotive Superstore in Monticello. Ryburn has been serving their customers all over the ArcLaMiss without any penalties or tackling salespeople. Ryburn believes that it's the team that makes the difference. We want you to experience the best today at Ryburn Automotive Superstore, Highway 425 South in Monticello. Ryburn Automotive Superstore, a proud supporter of Warren Lumberjack football.
Warren Bank and Trust Company provides fast,
Easy, reliable service with loans to fit your needs. Whether you need a car loan, a house loan, ATV loan, or a new boat, just come by and let Warren Bank make your dreams come true. See a loan officer today about your dreams and make them come true with Warren Bank and Trust Company. Warren Bank and Trust, member Federal Reserve Bank of St. Louis, member FDIC. Warren Bank and Trust Company. Let them serve you with your next loan. That's Warren Bank and Trust.
We welcome you back to Jim Hurley Jr. Stadium. Warren leads at 14-0 here at halftime over the Malvern Leopards. Glad you're with us, and we need to thank the East Lab once again, the students of the East Lab providing the live stream and our audio along with it. We want to thank those young students for learning how to broadcast. And again, it's a student-led organization. If you don't mind, drop them a note and tell them thank you for providing the live stream. And we thank you for being on the radio, wherever you're at, listening to us as well, here across Southeast Arkansas. Looking at scores from around the state, let's first of all look at Class 4A. McGee leading Harding Academy 14-0. That's the latest score we had on that late in the second quarter. Arkadelphia was leading Rivercrest 14-13 late in the second quarter. Elkins was up on Nashville 28-14. And Warren leading Malvern 14-0 now at the half. In Class 5A, Little Rock Parkview was up on Joe T. Robinson 14-6. That game's already in the third quarter. Shiloh Christian was up on Camden Fairview 21-7. In 6A, the semifinals going on tonight. Greenwood leading Benton 17-14, and Pulaski Academy on top of Little Rock Catholic 33-21. In the 7A, it's Bryant 28, Conway 5, Bentonville 6, and Cabot nothing. 3A scores: Glen Rose leading Melbourne 14-7. Osceola up on tied with Boonville 14-14. Risen was leading Prescott by 1. As 14-13, that game in the third quarter already. And Charleston was up on Newport 21-0. In Class 2A, semifinal game tonight, Carlisle tied with Mount Ida 13-13, and Episcopal leading Hazen 14-12. That's the scores from around the state. Of course, the winner of this ball game between Warren and Malvern will take on the Elkins Nashville winner. If it is Warren winning, and Elkins wins, we'd have to travel. If Nashville wins, they would come here. We got another half of football.
Yeah, we got a long way to go
before we get there. On the other side, Arkadelphia leading Rivercrest. Arkadelphia would host the winner of the Harding Academy and McGee game next week, as things have we'll try to update you again before we start the third quarter if we can get some more updated scores. We'll take another break. We'll come back. Warren leads it here 14-0 over the Leopards. We'll come back, and David's been working on all the stats for us, and we'll have the numbers for you here in the first half when we return in just a moment.
Weekend at Super Value Foods, the weekend blowout sale includes Hillshire Farm smoked sausage, a 14-ounce package, free for just $9.98. Tennessee Pride pork sausage, a 1-pound roll, $1.98. Lay's potato chips, 8-ounce bags, 2 for $5. Essential Everyday Deluxe mac and cheese or shells, 12-ounce box, 3 for just $5. And Sunny Delight, a 40-ounce bottle, is only 98 cents. It's the Super Value weekend blowout sale going on now.
When it comes to healthcare, I want the best. We all want the best. The best doctors, the latest treatments. But what if you could have all that in a caring place close to home, where your support goes back into the community? Where can you find healthcare with that level of care? Bradley County Medical Center. Hometown people taking care of our hometown.
Just like you.
Hello, Carl Lucky's in Monticello. Have you noticed the shopping habits have changed a lot over the last few years? Step 1, grab the smartphone and research the product. Step 2, hit the order now button. Well, guess what? AutoBuyLucky.com, you may use the same process for your next ride. At AutoBuyLucky.com, new and used, see all the pictures and equipment. Oh, yeah, and the price. Shopping made easy for you at AutoBuyLucky.com.
Hello, this is Gary Hartness with Union Bank and Trust. Are you looking to get a loan for a car, truck, ATV, camper, tractor, or boat? If so, I can help you with fast closing times, competitive rates, and service after the loan that can't be beat. For over 135 years, Union Bank has helped the people of Monticello and Southeast Arkansas with their lending and banking needs. So stop by my office or call me at 870-460-6400 and let me show you how easy the lending process can be. Union Bank and Trust, member FDIC, financing with approved credit.
We're at halftime here at Jim Hurley Jr. Stadium. Lumberjacks leading the Malvern Leopards 14-0 here at the intermission. Glad you're with us on this Friday night. Need to thank all of our sponsors for making all of this possible throughout the season. For myself and David King to travel and go to the ball games and do them every Friday night. Glad you're with us on the radio. And again, we want to thank the East Lab here at Warren High School for streaming the ball games. Those student-led organization up there working hard, top of the press box, and to bring you the live stream wherever you're at, watching the ball game and listening to Dave and I. Well, David, the first half, we thought it was going to be a high-scoring ball game, or you did.
Yeah, I did.
At the beginning of our broadcast tonight. Turned in to be a defensive battle here. Warren's on top 14-0 at the half.
Warren led in rushing by Maddox Laster, 11 carries, 76 yards, a touchdown. Jackson, 7 for 21. Johnson, 1 for 18. Lee, 1 for 3. Warren rushes for 118 yards. Laster, 6 of 15, no interceptions, 67 yards, a touchdown. Warren runs for 118, throws for 67, 185 yards, total offense on 35 plays. Malvern led in rushing by Dupree, 11 carries, 38 yards. Simmons has 7 for 32. An offensive lineman had a fumble, rumble for 6, and they rushed for 76 yards. Simmons, 4 of 10, 1 interception, 40 yards. Malvern, 76 rushing, 40 passing, 116 yards on 29 plays. Warren's had the football 11 minutes and 12 seconds. Malvern's had it 12 minutes and 48 seconds. Warren penalized 3 times for 30 yards. Malvern 4 times for 30 yards.
And we talked about being a high-scoring ball game. These two teams come in averaging around 40 points a ball game.
Yeah.
Okay. And a lot of offense by both of them. Talked about Dupree. He's over 2,000 yards on the season. Their running back. Warren, you got Antonio Jordan over 1,000 yards receiving on the season. And then Maddox Lassiter almost 1,000 yards rushing. So, yeah, we expected to see a lot of offense. But it's been the defense tonight that has set the tone.
The defense has set the tone for both sides. Warren receiving, Jordan 2 catches, 19 yards, a touchdown. Lee 1 for 19 yards. Rivera 1 for 13. Johnson 1 for 12. And Jackson's caught 1 ball for 4 yards.
So you look at that. They've spread it around. You got 5 different receivers there that the Lumberjacks have used. And they've targeted Neo Thomas a time.
Yeah.
And then Rivera, as you said, he's had a catch. So, you're looking at 6 different receivers that Warren has tried to throw the ball to.
Get the ball to, yeah. So you can't zero in on Jordan. You want to say, oh, we covered Jordan, Warren's out of it. No, that ain't quite the way it works.
So we'll see how things come out in the second half as Harding Academy will get the football to start the third quarter. We still got a long time before that happens, though. Still about 13 minutes left here at halftime. the quarterfinals. Here we are playing the day after Thanksgiving, and these two teams are familiar with doing that.
Yeah.
Nothing new. Warren, of course, they had breakfast. I want to thank Emmanuel Baptist Church for feeding the team this morning breakfast. Not sure where they had lunch at today, but Coach Embry likes to keep the team around most of the day. They had practice on Thanksgiving Day as well. That's just part of the routine if you're a Lumberjack.
They're used to it. They expect to practice on Thanksgiving. Another thing to throw at you that neither one of these teams are used to, both Warren and Malvern have each had the football 5 times.
That's not many possessions.
That's not many possessions.
We saw 5 possessions in one quarter last week.
Yes.
And again, you go back and look at the first 2 weeks of the playoffs. Warren's averaged over 40 points a ball game, averaged almost 500 yards of offense per ball game. So has Malvern. In both 2 opening rounds. So what a defensive struggle we have had here this evening. We'll take a break. We'll come back with more on our halftime show when we return after this timeout.
When you're involved in a vehicle accident, take it to James Glass and Body Shop, 441 North Martin Street in Warren. James Glass and Body Shop has been in the auto body repair business longer than anybody else in town and can make your vehicle look like new again. James Glass and Body Shop is the full-service glass shop in Warren. They can custom cut glass for home, business, and auto. For professional vehicle repair or custom cut glass, stop by James Glass and Body Shop, 441 North Martin Street in Warren.
Did you know that Johnson's Hardware on Highway 63 North in Warren has all your electrical, plumbing, hardware, and building needs, but they also have all the feed you need for all your animals. That's right. Johnson's Hardware has a complete line of feed for chickens, goats, cows, pigs, horses, you name it, they've got it all. And don't forget, they're your one-stop shop for all your plumbing, electrical, and building supply needs. That's Johnson's Hardware on Highway 63 North in Warren. Go by and check it out. If they don't have it, you don't need it. How do you choose the right HVAC system for your home? You call Trucks Heating and Air at 820-1525, your root dealer in Southeast Arkansas. What's the difference between an air conditioner and a heat pump? And how do you know which system you need? You call Trucks Heating and Air at 820-1525, your root dealer in Southeast Arkansas. At Trucks Heating and Air, you're talking to the experts, and they're your root dealer in Southeast Arkansas. So if you're considering a new HVAC system for your home, give Trucks Heating and Air a call at 820-1525, your root dealer in Southeast Arkansas.
What does it mean to be a star? At South Arkansas Community College in El Dorado, it means having the opportunity to learn, grow, and succeed in an environment where you are treated as the important person that you are. The star in our logo is a reminder of what you mean to us. Be a star at South Ark. Visit southark.edu/info for information.
14-0 our score here at the half. The Lumberjacks lead the Malvern Leopards. Looking around the state, some updates on some scores for you. This one's still in the second quarter. The score we've got is Elkins 35, Nashville 27. Well, that's not a lot of scoring.
That's an offensive ball game, yeah.
All right, the other one that's still in the second quarter, Arkadelphia and Rivercrest. Arkadelphia leading by 8, 21-13 is the score in that one. That's the last score we had updated on that. Of course, Warren and Malvern, 14-0. Warren on top, and McGee leading Harding Academy, 14-0 up in Searcy as the Owls. You can catch that game on our sister station, KXSA 103.1, as Coach Jerome Pace got the call, and he gets excited.
And that has to be the biggest surprise by far.
Yeah, everybody was expecting Harding Academy to walk all over the Owls. As those two teams moved up out of the 3A from last year. 2 years ago, they met in the semifinals, I think, or maybe the finals. I think it may have been at War Memorial Stadium in 3A. They both moved up this year to 4A, and
here they are playing
in the quarterfinals again. But McGee leading 14-0. Warren on top, 14-0. Arkadelphia leading 21-13 over Rivercrest, and Elkins is leading Nashville 35-27. And that, again, was late in the second quarter. We are at halftime Warren leading 14-0 here as the wind has started to pick up some out of the north here this evening. But, nothing compared to what we had last week as far as cold temperatures.
No.
And then we go back and look. I'll kind of recap the scoring for you. Warren took the opening kickoff. They won the toss, took the opening kickoff at the 35. Took them 12 plays on their opening drive to get into the end zone, and it was Maddox Lassiter going in from 1 yard out. Jacinto added the extra point. Warren went up 7-0. And then it became a defensive struggle. I mean, both teams 3 and out, having to punt, maybe pick up a first down or two, but then having to punt. Neither team had made a mistake until Malvern was driving down the field with less than 3 minutes to go before halftime. And Lee Johnson intercepts a pass in the end zone, returns it out to the 24. Warren stopped a Malvern threat there. Boy, it gave Warren a lot of momentum.
It did.
They went down the field 74 yards, or 76 yards.
In 9 plays and made it look easy.
In 2 minutes and 3 seconds to take a 14-0 lead here at the half. That kind of recaps the scoring for you here at Lumberjack Stadium. Those of you out there listening, we want to thank you for joining us here on K-Country, KWRF 105.5. We've been your voice of Lumberjack football for over 60 years. David and I have been around almost that long.
Seems like it.
Seems like it, but not quite that long.
Quite.
And, of course, you can keep up with the McGee game over on KXSA 103.1 if you want to find out how the other team from the 8-4A is faring tonight. They had a 14-0 lead over Harding Academy up in Searcy. We are at halftime. We'll take another break and be back with more for you in just a moment.
Body and Glass at 607 East Church Street in Warren can take care of all your auto body needs. They specialize in collision repair and provide customer-friendly service. With over 20 years' experience in the auto body repair business, there's no job too big or too small for Gardner Body and Glass. So the next time you're in an accident, give Michael Gardner a call at 870-466-4402. For dependable auto body repair work, give Michael Gardner a call at Gardner Body and Glass in Warren.
Ever feel like your insurance agent was there to sell you auto insurance, but not there to service it? At Farm Bureau Insurance, we're here to help with auto insurance serviced by experienced agents who are there when you need them most. Call today for your free, no-obligation review for auto, home, and life insurance that's custom-tailored just for you.
In Bradley County, call your local Farm Bureau agent at 226-2649.
Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company of Arkansas, Inc. Southern Farm Bureau Casualty Insurance Company. Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi.
Are you needing some new furniture? Main Event Furniture in Warren at 610 North Martin Street in Warren has just received lots of new items and furniture accent pieces from market. You'll find name brands like Mayo and Best made right here in the USA. Ashley, Serenity Sleep Mattresses, Avenue Home and 49 West. They're open Monday through Friday 9 to 5 and Saturday 9 to 12. Or by appointment only after hours and deliveries available. Just go by Main Event Furniture, 610 North Martin or call 226-6511.
With high gas prices and groceries up, are you looking for ways to save so you can afford those and your normal bills? Well, I have the perfect solution for you. Hi, my name is Patrick with Milton Insurance Agency, and we can save you a lot of money on your home and auto policies. Rates have recently went down without sacrificing any coverages. So let us quote your insurance and see how much we can save you. Just give us a call at 352-2155 or come see me at Milton Insurance located at 314 North Spring Street in Fordyce. Milton Insurance supports the Lumberjacks, and we're excited for another great year of Lumberjack football. Go Jacks.
14-0 our score. The Lumberjacks lead the Malvern Leopards. Quarterfinals of the 4A state football playoffs here tonight. 8 teams playing tonight. And there'll be 4 teams left for the semifinals next week. Warren trying to get there. And David, for the most part on the night, Warren has done a fantastic job of corralling their explosive running back, Jalen Dupree.
Yeah, Dupree averaging over 200 yards a football game rushing, and right now he has, what we say, 38 yards
on
11 carries.
You know, he's averaging 10 yards a carry on the season.
Yeah.
So we've held him to just about 4 yards per carry tonight. And that's credit to that defensive line.
But let's also warn everybody, this one's far from over.
Oh, yeah.
Don't cut your radio off thinking this one's done.
No, that's a 14-0 lead, but both teams are explosive. Malvern just as explosive as Warren is. And you got to look back at some of those penalties, David, against Malvern. They weren't penalized that many times, but they came at key times, and they were started behind the chains.
Yes.
And any time you start behind the chains, it makes it tough to overcome.
Oh, that makes it just so hard to overcome.
As Warren leads it 14-0, both teams have made their way out of the dressing room, taking their warm-ups. We'll take a final timeout, final break, and be back with the start of the second half for you when we return after this.
Accidents are going to happen. And when they do, think of Sandine's Body and Glass, 503 South Martin in Warren. You'll receive prompt professional service from the auto body technician who has the equipment and experience to fix your vehicle back to its original condition with all work guaranteed. So the next time you have a vehicle accident, get free estimates and professional body repair at Sandine's Body and Glass, 503 South Martin in Warren, or call 226-2281.
Schedule a tour and see the Bellevue Estates Healthcare and Rehabilitation Center in person for yourself. We would love to show you around and answer your questions. Peace of mind comes when you know your loved one is in good hands. Whether you're looking for short-term, long-term, or private rehabilitation, Bellevue Estates at 1052 Old Warren Road in Monticello can provide the care you need. Just call 870-367-0044 for more information. At First State Bank of Warren, Hermitage, and Hampton, whatever your need is, we have a solution. The First Century Club for those 50 and over. Free checking with a minimum balance must remain at $300 or above to qualify. Unlimited access to your account by ATM, phone, or online. Just see Tess or Ashley or call 870-226-2601 to get started today. First State Bank of Warren, Hermitage, and Hampton. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Drew Memorial Health System in Monticello is proud to offer rehabilitation services for patients of all ages. The Drew Rehab Team provides physical, speech, and occupational therapy on an inpatient or outpatient basis and at home. The experienced staff treats pediatric patients, student athletes, and adults recovering from injuries, stroke, or surgical procedures. The staff will keep you on track throughout your recovery process. Let the Drew Rehab Team help you maximize your functional potential. Close to home. Choose Drew Memorial.
Both teams have made their way out of the dressing room. We're just a few moments away from the start of the second half. Warren leads at 14-0. David, Malvern's going to get the football to start the second half. What do you think they're going to try to do different than they did in the first half to get moving against this Warren defense?
I think they're going to run. They're going to work hard at running the football because, you know, really a 14-point lead isn't that big a deal. But they've got to run the football. What makes their offense work so is when you run the football, the play-action pass then frees up those receivers and the quarterback to complete some big plays. They've got to get the running game going.
They got to get Jalen Dupree into the ball game. For Warren, here in the second half, what do you see them changing, or do you see them changing anything?
Not a whole lot. You rely so heavily on Maddox Laster. You just got to keep letting him do his thing.
Jacinto will tee it up for the Lumberjacks as looks like Dupree will go back deep for Malvern. He'll be on one side, and the other side is Angel Perez. Jacinto, as Coach Embry talked about, has Back here at Lumberjack Stadium, we had a brief momentarily power failure and went off the air, but we're back on now. It's the kickoff. Going to be fielded at the 25, returned up to about the 30-yard line. And that's where Malvern will start, 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. As David was talking about Warren, because need to let Warren offensively let Maddox Lassiter do his thing.
Do his thing.
All right. We'll look to see a lot of Jalen Dupree to start the second half.
I think so.
He'll line up in the backfield. They'll go with twin receivers, wide right, one goes wide left. Malvern moving from left to right here to start the third quarter from north to south. So Warren will have the win at their back in the fourth quarter. Handoff to Dupree. Dupree tripped up at the line. He'll fall forward for about a 3-yard gain as that's Irvin Rivera coming up to make the stop on him. And Irvin, he's just a junior, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
He'll be back.
He plays that outside linebacker. His brother, Delfino, plays the middle linebacker.
Unfortunately, he's a senior.
And then Maddox Lassiter plays the outside on the other side. Empty backfield and 5 wide. 2nd down and 7. Simmons wanting to throw, looking into the sideline, intercepted and returned to the 30, the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Lumberjacks! On the interception for Warren. I'm trying to see that is Maddox Lassiter. Oh, wow. Mad Dog on the return. The second interception of the night, and Warren is up 20-0. Oh, wow.
Wow, that happened awful quick.
Simmons dropped straight back, trying to throw a short pattern to the sideline, into the boundary over there on the Malvern side. Maddox Lassiter, playing that outside linebacker, came up and just picked it off. Returns at 33 yards for the interception and the score. Jacinto on to attempt the extra point. The snap is down. The kick's on its way, and it is through the uprights and good. 21-0. Lumberjacks lead it. 11:15 to play in the third quarter. We're back in a moment.
Hardwood Flooring in Monticello and sister companies Washita Hardwood Flooring and Townsend Flooring in Warren are proud to sponsor this Lumberjack football game. Building a strong team takes commitment and hard work, and Maxwell Hardwood Flooring, Washita Hardwood Flooring, and Townsend Flooring understand the concept of teamwork. Whether it's building the finest hardwood flooring in the nation or having a winning team, it takes teamwork and dedication to get the job done. Be a part of a winning team by following the Lumberjacks right here and joining your friends at Maxwell Hardwood Flooring, Washita Hardwood Flooring, and Townsend Flooring, and wishing them the best.
No matter the reason, you know you can score big savings at Ryburn Automotive Superstore in Monticello. Ryburn has been serving their customers all over the ArkLaMiss without any penalties or tackling salespeople. Ryburn believes that it's the team that makes the difference, and we want you to experience the best today at Ryburn Automotive Superstore, Highway 425 South in Monticello. Ryburn Automotive Superstore, a proud supporter of Warren Lumberjack football.
Warren goes up 21-0. Second interception of the night.
Wow.
Yeah.
Maddox Lassiter, he read the play perfectly. It hit him in the gut.
Takes it to the house, 34 yards on the interception return for the score. Jacinto will get set to kick it off for the Lumberjacks, as he kicked the last one down to about the 25, squibs this one on the ground. He picked up at the 25, back to the 30, far sideline, up over the 35 and out of bounds. Let's see where he went out of bounds. Up at the 36-yard line, as on the return was Dante Cagle. And now Malvern, David, they're about going to have to get out of their game plan a little bit.
Yeah, it's easier to run the football down 14 than it is 21. They can't desert it, but they're going to have to pick it up a little.
1st and 10 for the Leopards at their own 36-yard line. Warren stays in a 4-man front defensively. Now they moved up another lineman. They bring the pressure. Dupree straight ahead. He breaks into the secondary out over the 40, the 45, and he'll be down at the 45-yard line, a gain of 9. That's about the longest run he's had of the night.
He had one 10-yard run. Yeah.
So 2nd down and 1 for the Leopards. And David, they have gone with no huddle now. They are lining up on the line of scrimmage, calling the play in from the line, or from the sideline. 2nd down and 1. Simmons calling for it. Handoff Dupree again. Dupree straight ahead. Got the 1st down. Pushes the pile across midfield into Lumberjack territory down to the 46-yard line. And Warren will finally run him down. So move the chains. That'll be the first down of the second half for the Leopards. Warren leading 21-0. Irvin Rivera will check out of the ball game. Warren's going to put an extra defensive back into the ball game. 1st and 10. Twin receivers come wide right. Simmons keeps it himself. Simmons over the right side across the 45 down to about the 42, and then he's going to be pushed backwards. It's about 6 black jerseys there all around him. Landon Wolf's in on the stop. Neil Harding. You got both defensive ends in on the stop, and then a couple of linebackers coming up as well.
4-yard pickup for Simmons.
2nd down and 6. 9:48 left to play, third quarter. Warren leading 21-0. Second possession of the half for Malvern. As Simmons will work out of the shotgun. He'll send twin receivers wide right. They overload the wide side of the field. Simmons rolling to his right. Quick pass out in the flat. Going to be complete. Carradine inside the 30. Going to be bumped out of bounds down at the Lumberjack 27-yard line as Malik Day comes over to knock him out of bounds. That's a favorite receiver.
That's his favorite receiver.
Daylon Carradine, a junior.
And that play was designed specifically to get him the football.
1st and 10 as they'll move the chains down to the Lumberjack 27-yard line. Twin receivers go wide left. Carradine splits out there. Simmons on 1st down. Going to hand it off to Dupree. Dupree off left tackle across the 25. He'll be stood up and brought down at the 22-yard line. As Irvin Rivera in there on a stop. Also, Bryson Harris. Boy, Bryson's played a good ball game
He has
tonight.
had him a ball game.
A gain of 5 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and a long 5 now for the Leopards. They're down 21-0. We'll go under 9 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. On 2nd down and 5. They take a lot of time.
They are taking they're not huddling really, but they are still taking a lot of time, Jimmy.
Play clock's down to 7 as they come to the line of scrimmage. Simmons got a ROP, keeps it himself, and Simmons is going to get it down to just shy of the 20-yard line. It's only be a gain of a couple of yards there. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and a long 4.
They only gave him a yard.
Yeah, it's shy of the 20. So a 3rd down and a long 4 for the Leopards. Warren's defense all night long has been stingy down here.
They have.
On this end of the field. So 3rd and 4. Warren leading 21-0. Simmons checks his wristband. Now calling for the signal. Warren bringing the pressure. Laster giving chase. He has to rush the pass. It's going to be incomplete. Warren brought the blitz. They brought the house, and Simmons, running for his life, had to unload it, and he throws it underneath his intended receiver.
He just got rid of it. That really wasn't what he wanted to do by any stretch of the imagination.
4th down and 4 for the Leopards now from their own from the Lumberjack 20.5-yard line. They'll go with trip receivers wide left. Dupree is one of them. They'll go with one receiver wide right. They overload the left side with a tight end. H-back on that side. Now Dupree comes in motion to the short side of the field. Simmons, pressure coming. They throw the screen to the tight end. It's complete at the 15. Inside the 10, down to the 4-yard line. Jalen Lee comes up and makes the tackle at the 8-yard line. Make it as where they'll get him down.
Well-designed play. They moved Dupree completely out of the way to draw your attention to him and went back to the other side.
And got the tight end on the screenplay underneath. 1st and goal to goal. 2nd time tonight that the Leopards have been inside the 10-yard line. Last time, Lee Johnson intercepted it in the end zone. Simmons going to keep it himself. Left side, cuts it up, hit it behind the line. Going to be dropped back close to the 10-yard line. Maddox Lassiter's in there and Delfino Rivera. Both come across. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play and bring up 2nd down and goal from the 10.
It never got going.
Actually, they mark him inside the 10 of the game. Forward progress to the 9, so a loss of only 1. So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 9. Ball's over on the left hash mark. They'll spread the field to the right, tight end of that side as well. Dupree takes a direct snap, goes to the short side.
Got it.
Goes to the top pylon, touchdown. No, he went out of bounds.
Went out of bounds.
He stretched out with his arm, trying to go into the end zone.
Evidently, his knee went down or something went down before the football.
Across the plane. It's at the 1-yard line. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 1.
I thought he had it, but
the official's right there on that sideline.
And it's on the far side from us.
So 3rd and goal from the 1. Dupree again will take the direct snap as he lines up. He gets it, goes left side. He's hit at the 1. He's into the end zone. Touchdown. Second effort.
Yeah.
By Jalen Dupree, gets him into the end zone, and the Leopards are on the scoreboard with 6:48 left to play here.
Effort got him in the end zone, not his offensive line.
Yeah. 6:48 to play in the third quarter. Warren's up 21-6. Their kicker will come on. Josiel Martinez. The holder is Carradine. Snap is down. The kick's on its way, and it is good. 21-7. Lumberjacks still lead it. We're back with more Lumberjack football in a moment.
Town Bank, taking care of hometown people. That's what Warren Bank and Trust Company has been about for a long, long time. Warren Bank and Trust Company of Warren and Hermitage, your only locally owned, home-owned bank in Bradley County. The next time you need a car loan, a house loan, a business loan, savings account, whatever the need, let Warren Bank and Trust Company, your hometown bank, take care of all your banking needs. Warren Bank and Trust Company, your only locally owned, home-operated bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Shop for weekend specials at Super Value Food and save. Coke and Pepsi products. 2-liter bottles, 3 for just $5. Huntsman with the 15-ounce can is only 98 cents. Essential everyday paper towels. 6 rolls or fast issue 12 rolls, 2 for just $9.98. Fried sliced bacon, 12-ounce package, only $3.98. Bonus beef shoulder roast, $3.48 a pound, and fresh green bell peppers, 4 for just 98 cents. It's weekend specials at Super Value Foods in Warren.
21-7. Lumberjacks still lead it with 6:48 to play in the third quarter. Warren's offense has not touched the football yet, but the scoring drive.
12 plays, 64 yards, 4 minutes, and 27 seconds.
Malvern will attempt the onside kick. It goes right to midfield. There's a scramble for it at midfield. No indication yet on who has come up with it now. I'll say Warren comes up with the football. All right, so Malvern tried the onside kick. Warren's going to get great field position.
Great field. Thought it was a little early for an onside kick. You're giving Warren the football at midfield.
And the first time Warren will touch the football here in the third quarter now, offensively, with 6:46 to play. Lassiter out of the shotgun. He has Traylon Jackson in the backfield. They'll send Jalen Lee and Antonio Jordan wide right. Tayshawn Johnson's wide left. Handoff. Jackson wanting to throw it. Jackson's going to be hit and sacked from the backside. Coming through to make the hit on him is Forrest Landreth,
who we talked about in the pregame. He leads that team in sacks and gets him another one.
They were trying to hand it off to Jackson. He was going to throw it down the field, but it took too long to develop.
Way too long to develop.
And the loss of
7.
7. Second down and 17 now for Warren. Trip receivers come wide left. Malvern stays in a 4-man front defensively. Handed off Jackson this time. Jackson hit at the line, and there's no gain on the play. Once again, coming through, this time for Malvern is number 16. That's going to be Jared Barber, the linebacker. Third down and 17 now. Malvern's got a little momentum, don't they?
They've got a little fire in their belly at the moment.
21-7, Lumberjacks lead it. Third down and 17 for Warren from their own 43-yard line. Lassiter out of the gun. Straight drop. Lassiter with time, now forced out of the pocket. Rolls to his right, throws it down the field. It's in and out of the hands of Antonio Jordan down at the 40-yard line. He had broken free coming back to help out Lassiter, but couldn't hold on to the pass, and Warren going to go 3 and out on their first offensive possession.
Warren's 5th drop of the night.
Update on the score, McGee leading Harding Academy still, but 14-7 in the third quarter up in Searcy.
Maddox punted away.
4th down, 17. Maddox gets the snap. A little pressure. He gets the punt off. It's a wobbly kick.
Short.
And toward the sideline. Going to go out of bounds. Yeah, they're going to get good field position.
Great field position.
Yeah. See where they mark it out of bounds. They're going to mark it down close to the 40. Make it the 37-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10, Malvern, at their own 37-yard line. As the Leopards a little confused, the officials hadn't spotted the football yet.
It's easy to be confused when they won't spot.
Yeah, they got the marker set over there at the 37.
Changing footballs, okay. So mark it at their own 37-yard line, 1st and 10. Malvern just scored a moment ago. It's 21-7. 5:25 to play, 3rd quarter. Simmons hands it off Dupree, straight ahead. Dupree into the second level. He's at the 40, the 30, the 20. Lassiter trying to catch him at the 5. He won't do it. It's a touchdown for the Leopards. Wow, we knew he could do it, and when he broke into the second level, Jalen Dupree was off to the races for the Leopards. Dupree has loaded this football team on his back and said, "Follow me, boys. We're going to go." Because up until this point, there had been no leadership. Dupree has taken over this football game.
Warren led 14-0 at the half. Malvern has now scored 14 unanswered here in the 3rd quarter. 13 unanswered with the extra point coming. Snaps down, the kick's on its way, and it is good. 21-14. We got a ball game for you here at Lumberjack Stadium. Don't go anywhere. We're back in just a moment.
The best thing about your car. I mean, it's nice if it looks great and has plenty of power, but the best part is it gets you where you need to go. It's the same way with Bradley County Medical Center. Sure, it's a building filled with amazing technology, but more important, it's a place that takes us from illness to wellness. It's reliable transportation on the road to recovery. It's something to think about May 6th through the 12th as facilities across the country celebrate National Hospital Week. At Bradley County Medical Center, we are hometown people taking care of our hometown.
Hello, Carl Lucky for Lucky's of Monticello. Have you noticed our shopping habits have changed a lot over the last few years? Step 1, grab the smartphone and research the product. Step 2, hit the Order Now button. Well, guess what? At AutoBuyLucky.com, you may use the same process for your next ride. At AutoBuyLucky.com, new or used, see all the pictures and equipment. Oh, yeah, and the prices. Shopping made easy for you at AutoBuyLucky.com.
21-14. Malvern has made it a 7-point ball game. Lumberjacks still lead. They'll kick it off. It'll go out of bounds. And Warren will get it 1st and 10 at the 35. But David Warren goes 3 and out on their first possession of the second half. Got to get some offense going.
Got to get some offense going. Right now, momentum lies on the other side of the football field from us with Malvern. Warren's got to do something to at least get some back.
Maddox Lassiter, your quarterback. Antonio Jordan splits wide right. Tayshawn Johnson comes wide left. Lassiter out of the gun on 1st down. He's going to hand it off. Flags in motion against Warren. All right, so Warren will start behind the chains. It'll be 1st and 15.
One of the things that Coach Embry complains about, starting behind the chains.
And the Malvern crowd's kind of gotten into it now. I mean,
oh yeah,
it's a ball game.
It's a ball game.
21-14 our score. 5:12 left to play, 3rd quarter.
You remember we said don't get excited at halftime. It's far from over.
On 1st and 15. Maddox wanting to throw, pressure coming. Maddox will step up. Now forced out of the pocket, he'll run. Out over the 30, 35, got room at midfield. Maddox going to go out of bounds inside of Leopard territory at the 45-yard line. Good coverage down the field, but no one was there to contain Maddox Lassiter.
Maddox, you know, we talked about that Dupree is taking this Malvern team on his back. This is what Lassiter has done all year long.
1st and 10, a KJ Produce first down, the first down of the second half for Warren. Go by KJ's Produce tomorrow. See what all they got. Great Christmas gift ideas, all the peanuts and fresh tomatoes, and lots of produce. On 1st down, handoff Jackson. Jackson makes one man miss. He'll dive forward down to the 41-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4 on the play. Now, one marks it at the 41. The other one on the other side marks it at the 40. So a gain of 3. 2nd down and 7 for the Lumberjacks. Warren really needs to answer here with a score.
Yeah, Warren's almost got to answer here with a score.
2nd down and 7. Ball spotted at the Leopard 42-yard line. Lassiter keeps it himself. He'll come around the left end at the 40. Lassiter to the 35. Spun around and down. Ball came loose. It's down on the ground, though, as they blow it dead. He'll have another KJ Produce first down at the 33-yard line of Malvern. Warren, and I don't want to jinx them, they haven't had a turnover tonight. Malvern's had 2 turnovers. Warren, it made them pay for both of them. 1st and 10, Lumberjacks.
Wolf checking into the ball game. Warren going to line up the power.
Landon will line up in the pistol formation. Now he moves over on the right side of Maddox. Ball on the left hash mark. Handoff. Wolf straight ahead, bulls his way down to the 30. And it'll be a tough 2 yards there for Landon Wolf. Right up the middle. They'll mark it at the 30-yard line. Clock will continue to run. We're under 4 minutes left to play in the 3rd quarter. Warren on top, 21-14. Lumberjacks led 14-0 at the half. Warren's only score in the second half was a 34-yard interception return, a pick and score from Maddox Lassiter. Empty backfield now for the Lumberjacks. 5 wide. Lassiter, a straight drop. Forced out of the pocket, dumps it to the left sideline into the boundary. It's going to be caught down at the 26-yard line, as that was Tayshawn Johnson. Had to go to the turf to catch it. It'll be a short gain, and Warren will look at 3rd down and 5. So Warren in 4-down territory, you'd have to think here at the 28-yard line of Malvern.
You're in no man's land. Too close to punt, too far to kick a field goal.
3rd down and 5. Again, empty backfield. Lassiter calling for the snap. Lassiter, little delay, going to keep it himself. Breaks a tackle, a flag comes in. He'll carry it down inside the 20 to the 19, but bring it back.
Bring it back.
It'll be a holding call against the Lumberjacks. Warren fans didn't like the call, but we'll back them up. That'll be 3rd down and about 15.
You know, holding calls hurt, but they really hurt on 3rd down.
Yeah.
When you back it up, you went now 3rd and 16.
So 3rd and long. Lassiter, straight drop, pressure coming up the middle, throws it, it's going to be incomplete. Had pressure coming from number 55, that is Forrest Landreth. And Warren will look at 4th down and 16 from the Leopard 38-yard line, leading 21-14, 2:39 left to play in the 3rd quarter. So here's a big 4th down play here for Warren. Even if you don't make the 1st down, David, you still need to get it on down the field.
You need to get it to the 30 at least.
Trip receivers will go wide right. Twins come wide left for Warren. Empty backfield, little confusion. Lassiter finally gets everyone set. Play clock didn't get it off.
Not going to happen, and Lassiter is some kind of mad.
He's hot at his wide receivers.
Because their inability to line up, he knows, cost him then.
So it'll be 4th down and 21 now for Warren. And you're almost to a point where you can punt it now.
Yeah, they're going to have to punt it now.
So it'll be 4th and 21. Lassiter goes back into punting formation, but Malvern's not going to send anybody back deep, as J.D. Tillman comes in and does a long snapping for the Lumberjacks on the punts. Lassiter gets a good snap. Going to try to pin them back deep. Fair catch is called for back at the 12-yard line. That was Carradine who finally backed up to receive the punt. He saved his team a little bit because Warren had the players down there to down it. But it'll be 1st and 10 from their own 12-yard line. Don't forget our friends at American Shifty Corporation. Been in the big truck repair business since 1971, and they fix more big truck transmission, clutches, and rear ends and differentials than anybody else in the country. Give them a call at 501-945-0878 and let them get you back on the road or on the job quicker than anybody else. That's American Shifty Corporation. 1st and 10 for the Leopards. Ball spotted at their own 12-yard line. Dupree will line up beside Simmons in the backfield. They're going to hand it off to Dupree. Bounces it to the outside. He's at the 20, the 25. Dupree all the way out to the Lumberjack, or out to the 29-yard line. And Jalen Dupree, he was quiet in the first half. Warren kept him corralled. Here in the second half, he's come alive.
Yes. It's been the tale of two halves. All Warren the first half. This half's been take one play. Has been all Malvern.
2 minutes left to play, third quarter. 1st and 10. Again, Dupree straight ahead. This time he's hit at the line, breaks one tackle, finally goes through and gets out to about the 32-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 6 for the Leopards. So 2nd and 6. Warren leading 21-14. They'll still take their time. They come to the line of scrimmage. Twin receivers, one on either side. Simmons keeps it himself. Simmons across the 35, out over the 40, slung to the turf by Maddox Lassiter out at the 43-yard line, but not before they pick up the first down.
10-yard pickup for Simmons.
And Maddox Lassiter coming up to make the stop. 1st and 10 now for the Leopards out at the 44-yard, their own 44.
What Malvern don't realize, not only is Lassiter not mad at Malvern, he's mad at the Lumberjacks too.
1st and 10 for the Leopards. They have slowed it down again. They're not going into a huddle, but they're standing around at the line of scrimmage. Play clock is down to 8. Game clock down to a minute left to play in the third quarter. Simmons keeps it himself. Simmons hit at the line, falls forward out over the 45, out to the 49. The ball came loose, and somehow a Malvern player got it. He'll get it back to where Simmons had run. That was number 5, came up with a loose football. Keelan Janelle.
No difference in the spot.
Still a gain of 5 on the play. Well, I thought everything was blown dead, and then all of a sudden it looked like
Simmons had 5 yards.
I think he pitched it back.
He may have.
But Janelle was able to get it back to where he was. 2nd down and 5. Again, the quarterback, Cedric Simmons, hands off this time Dupree. Dupree across midfield into Lumberjack territory. He'll have the first down or be very close to it at the 46-yard line of Warren, as they'll stop the clock long enough to move the change, and then they'll start it back. And I expect that to be the final play of the third quarter. It is.
Yeah.
21-14. We've got 12 minutes of football left. It's been all Malvern here in the second half. We'll take a break and be back with more Lumberjack football in a moment.
Attention hunters, are you tired of that old ATV letting you down? If so, let us at Union Bank help you with the ATV or side-by-side you've always dreamed of. This is Tricia Wilkinson with Union Bank. With our great loan products, friendly service, and quick closing times, we will help you get to the deer woods in style in a new ATV or side-by-side. Stop by my office or call 870-226-2035 and let me show you how easy banking can be. Union Bank and Trust, member FDIC. Financing with approved credit. See loan officer for details.
James Glass and Body Shop, 441 North Martin in Warren, is one of the oldest body shops in Warren, so it makes sense when you need vehicle damage repair that they're the place to go. You Using top-of-the-line replacement parts, the professionals at James Glass and Body Shop can restore your vehicle to tip-top condition. And James Glass and Body Shop is the only full-service glass shop in Warren. They custom-cut glass for home, business, and auto. So the next time you need professional vehicle repair or custom-cut glass, stop by James Glass and Body Shop, 441 North Martin in Warren, or call 226-3130.
21-14. Warren with a 7-point lead. We start the fourth quarter. David, the third quarter belonged to Malvern.
Yes, Warren 44 yards total offense. Malvern 173.
All right, Malvern 1st and 10 at the Lumberjack 46-yard line. Simmons takes the snap, handoff to Dupree. Dupree across into the secondary, down to the Lumberjack 40-yard line. That'll be a gain of 6 on the play. Lee Johnson coming up along with Irvin Rivera to make the stop for the Lumberjacks.
And defensive backs are now making tackles.
That was actually Rivera.
Rivera
made the stop, yeah. And Lee was there to help. 2nd down and 4. That big offensive line from Malvern, they've gone with a tight end set, a fullback, and then they run Dupree at the tailback. Simmons, your quarterback, takes the snap, handoff to Dupree again, straight ahead. Bulls his way down close to the 35-yard line. He'll have the first down as they'll move the chains again. And just what we talked about at halftime, Dave, we're going to see a lot of Jalen Dupree, and he has taken over this ball game here in the second half.
He has.
21-14, Lumberjacks lead it. 11:07 to play. It's 1st and 10, Malvern at the Lumberjack 36-yard line.
He had 11 carries first half. He's had 12 carries right now.
Already here in the
second half.
He'll line up beside Simmons. Dupree will. Twin receivers go wide right. Simmons keeps it himself. Simmons breaks the tackle. He's across the 30, down to the 25-yard line. Warren will finally wrestle him down at the 24. A gain of 12 on the play, and they'll move the chains, and another first down for the Leopards at the Lumberjack 24-yard line.
Warren trying to strip the football that time instead of making the tackle.
So 1st and 10, Leopards at the Lumberjack 24. They'll stay in the same formation, the fullback, tailback, out of the shotgun. It's almost like an I formation out of the shotgun.
The old I formation out of the shotgun, yeah.
Dupree gets the handoff, tries to go right side. He'll get a couple of yards, and that's all as Warren corrals him over there and makes the stop. There's about 4 black jerseys there to make the stop on Jalen Dupree. Landon Wolf getting up off the bottom of the pile. 2nd down and 8 now for the Leopards. 9:53 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Warren leading 21-14. Warren going to substitute. They're going to put Antonio Jordan in at safety. Warren will go with a 3-man front now. So a 3-man front. Wanting to throw. Simmons looking, fires. It's going to be underthrown, almost intercepted. Tayshawn Johnson went to the turf trying to come up with it. It was intended for Carradine down at the 10. So to bring up 3rd down and 8. And I think that pass was just to keep Warren's linebackers honest.
Honest, yeah.
So 3rd down and 8. For the Leopards. Warren's crowd coming to their feet. Big 3rd down play here. They're in 4-down territory, at the 22-yard line of Warren. They go with the fullback, tailback, shotgun formation. Simmons calling for it. Handoff to Dupree. Dupree hit at the 20. He's not going to get very much there as he'll get it down to the 19-yard line. And the Leopards are going to be looking at 4th down and 5. At the Lumberjack 19-yard line. Trailing by 7. Their offense is going to stay out there. They're going to go for it. Still a lot of time left in this ball game.
Oh, yes.
9 minutes. But a timeout's going to be taken by the Leopards. We'll take it with them and be back with more Lumberjack football in just a moment.
know that Johnson's Hardware on Highway 63 North in Warren has all your electrical, plumbing, hardware, and building needs, but they also have all the feed you need for all your animals. That's right. Johnson's Hardware has a complete line of feed for chickens, goats, cows, pigs, horses, you name it. They've got it all. And don't forget, they're your one-stop shop for all your plumbing, electrical, and building supply needs. That's Johnson's Hardware on Highway 63 North in Warren. Go by and check it out. If they don't have it, you don't need it. How do you choose the right HVAC system for your home? You call Trucks Heating and Air at 820-1525, your root dealer in Southeast Arkansas. What's the difference between an air conditioner and a heat pump? And how do you know which system you need? Call Trucks Heating and Air at 820-1525, your root dealer in Southeast Arkansas. At Trucks Heating and Air, you're talking to the experts, and they're your root dealer in Southeast Arkansas. So if you're considering a new HVAC system for your home, give Trucks Heating and Air a call, 820-1525, your root dealer in Southeast Arkansas.
4th down and 5 for Malvern from the Lumberjack 19. Empty backfield, and now a flag comes in, and we're going to have a motion called against the Leopards. So it'll be 4th down and 11. Oh, what a call. They jump off sides, a procedure call. It's 4th down and 11.
That's why coaches have gray hair or no hair.
All right. Antonio Jordan will come out at safety. They'll put an extra lineman back in. So Warren will go back to a 4-man front defensively. Lee Johnson will be your safety. They'll go empty backfield, twin receivers wide right. One comes wide left, 2 tight ends. Simmons wanting to throw, looking, fires down the field, is caught at the 15, breaks the tackle, still on his feet to the 12, and he'll have the first down. Warren had him stopped at the 15-yard line, which would have been short. Making the catch there is Dante Cagle.
How did he manage to miss that tackle?
That was Rivera, Irvin. Second effort gives them a first down. Down to the 12-yard line of Warren. 1st and 10 for the Leopards now at the Lumberjack 12. Warren leading 21-14. Leopards knocking on the door, looking to tie things up this possession. They go back to the I formation out of the shotgun. Handoff to Dupree. Dupree straight ahead inside the 10. He'll get it down close to the 6-yard line. So a gain of 6 on the play. I'll make it 7 on the play. Now we'll call it 6. It'll be 2nd down and 4.
The 13th play of this drive.
Leopards 2nd down and 4 from the Lumberjacks 6-yard line. Simmons again taking the snap, hands it off to Dupree straight ahead. He's hit at the 5 and driven backwards. Delfino Rivera filled the hole. They'll drive Dupree back, and he's shaking up. He's slow and getting up.
Now, who is number 31?
No, Delfino is 67.
But 31's one shaking up.
Ingram shaking up, too. Yeah, for Warren. You had Dupree shaking up a little bit for the Leopards. Dupree's going to come out of the ball game for Warren. Checking in for him is going to be Marcus Green. Jalen Dupree will stay in the game for the Leopards. It's 3rd down and 3 from the 5-yard line.
Most of the time, they've been going to him as quarterback anyway, so.
Simmons keeps it himself. Left side, he's into the end zone. Touchdown. He fell right in behind Jalen Dupree as the lead blocker. And Simmons goes in for the score from 5 yards out, and we're an extra point away from having a tie ball game. 21-20, 7:18 left to play here. Malvern offensively has scored 21 points here in the second half. Warren, none offensively. 7 points from an interception return. The snap down, kick on its way, and it is good. And we've got a new ball game. 21-21 our score. We're all tied here in the quarterfinals of the 4A state football playoffs. We're back in a moment.
What does it mean to be a star? At South Arkansas Community College in El Dorado, it means having the opportunity to learn, grow, and succeed in an environment where you are treated as the important person that you are. The star in our logo is a reminder of what you mean to us. Be /INFO for information.
Gardner Body and Glass at 607 East Church Street in Warren can take care of all your auto body needs. They specialize in collision repair and provide customer-friendly service. With over 20 years experience in the auto body repair business, there's no job too big or too small for Gardner Body and Glass. So the next time you're in an accident, give Michael Gardner a call, 870-466-4402. For dependable auto body repair work, give Michael Gardner a call at Gardner Body and Glass in Warren.
We're all tied 21-21 as they'll kick it off, and Malik Day's going to field it at the 30, makes one man miss. He'll get it, return it up to the 35, and that's as far as it'll go at the 34-yard line.
Malvern scoring drive, 13 plays,
wow.
88 yards, took 7 minutes and 20 seconds.
And we tied the ball game up at 21-21. We're all tied. Orange offense has got to get something going this possession. Maddox Lassiter will work out of the shotgun. Traylon Jackson, your lone setback. Twin receivers come wide right. Ball on the left hash mark. Lassiter going to keep it himself. Lassiter hemmed up, finally breaks through, gets across the 35. He'll fall forward out to the 37-yard line. And it'll be a gain of 3 on the play. So second down and 7 now with 6:58 left to play in the ball game. All tied 21-21. Trip receivers come wide right. Warren goes empty backfield and 5 wide. Jackson and Johnson split wide to the left. Lassiter wanting to throw. Pressure coming. Throws it. It's going to be incomplete. There's a lot of contact, but nothing there. Tayshawn Johnson thought he was tangled up.
There was no penalty there.
Pressure was coming. Number 52 for Malvern, Akir Smith, was coming through. And Warren's going to be looking at 3rd down and long, a 3rd and 7 here for the Lumberjacks from their own 38-yard line. Trips come wide right. Lassiter wanted to throw. Lassiter buying time, rolling to his right, looking down the field, throws, and it's going to be intercepted. Trying to force it to Tayshawn Johnson, and coming up with the interception is Angel Perez. First turnover of the ball game for Warren. And right now, everything is going Malvern's way as they'll have it 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line. Tied 21-21 with 6:30 to play in the game. 1st and 10 Leopards. And I think we'll see more and more of Jalen Dupree.
They're going to try to ram it down Warren's throat right now, which they have done successfully tonight.
They stay in the I formation out of the shotgun. The fullback is number 5, Keelan Janelle. Dupree, your lone tailback. Simmons hands it off to Dupree again, straight ahead. He's across midfield in Warren territory. He'll get it to the 49-yard line. A gain of 3 on the play. And bring up 2nd down and 7 now for the Leopards. Clock will run, 6:14. All tied at 21-21. It was 14-0 at the half. Warren jumped out to a 21-0 lead. And then they have scored 21 unanswered points here in the second half. Simmons hands off to Dupree again. He's hitting the backfield by Ingram, but he'll get a couple of yards out of it as he carries Ingram forward to the 48-yard line. So a gain of 1. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and 6 now for the Leopards. But, David, here in the second half, they've been very efficient on 3rd down.
Yes, they have.
So 3rd down and 6 for the Leopards at the Warren 48-yard line. 5:25 left to play. All tied at 21-21. Leopards come with trip receivers wide right. One to throw. Simmons rolling to his right. Looking. Has time. Now he'll run it himself as he gets it to the 44. And he's going to be caught and slung to the turf and out of bounds at about the 43-yard line. And I think that was Maddox Lassiter coming up to make the stop. It was, as the Leopards were looking at 4th down and 5. So 4th and 5. Leopards. Do you think they play field position here? They're going to call a timeout and talk about it. We'll take the break with them and be back with more Lumberjack football in a moment.
Partner Body and Glass at 607 East Church Street in Warren can take care of all your auto body needs. They specialize in collision repair and provide customer-friendly service. With over 20 years' experience in the auto body repair business, there's no job too big or too small for Gardner Body and Glass. So the next time you're in an accident, give Michael Gardner a call at 870-466-4402. For dependable auto body repair work, give Michael Gardner a call at Gardner Body and Glass in Warren.
Ever feel like your insurance agent was there to sell you auto insurance, but not there to service it? At Farm Bureau Insurance, we're here to help with auto insurance serviced by experienced agents who are there when you need them most. Call today for your free, no-obligation review for auto, home, and life insurance that's custom-tailored just for you.
In Bradley County, call your local Farm Bureau agent at 226-2649.
Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company of Arkansas East, Southern Farm Bureau Casualty Insurance Company, Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi.
4th down and 5. Malvern's going for it. Simmons will take the snap. Straight drop. Looking over the middle. Fires. It's going to be batted away by Jalen Lee. Knocked down. Incomplete. And Warren will take over on downs.
Is that play enough to give Warren offense momentum?
It brought the crowd to their feet. On a 4th and 5, Jalen Lee knocks it down. Warren will take over at the their own 47-yard line with 5:01 left to play in a tie ball game, 21-21. But Warren's offense has been able to get anything going here in the second half.
They've got 47 yards total offense here in the second half.
All right, Lumberjacks will come to the line of scrimmage from the sideline. Coach Embry sends them with a play out there. Lassiter out of the shotgun. Traylon Jackson, the lone setback on 1st and 10. Lassiter hands it off, keeps it himself. Lassiter coming outside, got some room. Lassiter stiff arms a man at the 50, lowers his shoulder and be bumped out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Boy, Maddox manhandled number 8, Angel Perez, the linebacker.
He's their leading tackler on the year, and he just, like you say, he just manhandled him.
Lassiter picks up 8. It'll be 2nd down and 2 for the Lumberjacks at the Leopard 45-yard line. No huddle. Warren quickly back to the line of scrimmage. Lassiter this time hands it off Jackson. Jackson's got some room. He's at the 40. Jackson to the 36-yard line. Traylon Jackson picks up a KJ Produce first down inside the 40 down to the 36-yard line.
11-yard pickup.
KJ's Produce, 511 West Central Street in Warren. Go by and see them tomorrow. Fresh produce, gift ideas for Christmas, all kinds of jams and jellies, and fried pies. 1st and 10, Lumberjacks at the 36 of Malvern. Lassiter keeps it himself, left side to the 35, hit and bounced outside. The ball comes loose. It's picked up by Malvern. They're going to blow it dead.
They're going to blow it dead.
Well, that was a quick whistle.
Yeah, Warren caught a break there.
As Lassiter was driven backwards, the ball came loose, but they say the ground caused it. The officials are. Now they're going to talk about it, it looks like. Malvern's coaches are over there. They're wanting to call. Wow. Warren's going to catch a break.
They caught a break then. That's all you can say.
Warren, a gain of 1. 2nd down and 9. So 2nd and 9 for the Lumberjacks. 4:12 left to play in the ball game.
There he goes. Warren crowd want the clock started, but the official had not signaled it until now.
So 2nd and 9. Coach Embry looking in. He may wait and let the play run down and use a timeout here to settle his team down a little bit. I think that's what he's going to do. Play clock down to 1. Coach Embry calls the timeout with 3:49 to play in the game. A tie game, 21-21. It'll be 2nd down and 9 for Warren from the Leopard 35 when we return in just a moment.
Let the Main Event Salon at 610 North Martin in Warren make you feel great about yourself and look good doing it. At Main Event, they do facials, manicures, pedicures, spa shampoo, massages, hair extensions, and the latest hair fashions. You'll find find gifts by Merle Norman, Hobo, Myra, and Beautiful Jewelry. Call 226-6900 to make an appointment, and walk-ins are welcome. Feel great about yourself and look good doing it at Main Event.
Insured to be sure. Hilltop Insurance Agency.
Are you about to be on Medicare, or are you turning 65 soon? Do you understand everything about Medicare? Wouldn't it be amazing if someone local could explain it to you and help you navigate the system? Well, my name is Patrick from Milton Insurance, and that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you get the best prices and best policies. All you have to do is give me a call on the insurance line at 352-2155. That's 352-2155.
Second down and 9 for the Lumberjacks. Coach Embry called the timeout just to settle his team down some.
And I think he wants to run out the clock here.
Here they run the reverse to Tayshawn Johnson. Johnson at the 30. Johnson breaks a tackle to the 25. Tayshawn brought down from behind at the 23-yard line. That'll be a KJ Produce first down for the Lumberjacks.
I think Coach Embry's plan is either we score here with little time left, or we jump score, we run the clock out, and we play overtime.
First and 10, Lumberjacks at the 23-yard line of Malvern. Jalen Lee will check out. Ingram will check in at tight end. Rivera lines up. Irvin Rivera lines up as the fullback. Lassiter calling for the ball. Lassiter gets the snap, going to keep it himself. Lassiter trying to bounce it outside. Not much there as he'll dive forward. And I believe no gain on the play.
Was that really a design play, or would the snap being high caused him just to keep it?
Second down and 10 for the Lumberjacks. No gain on that last play. Under 3 minutes now left to play here in regulation. We're all tied 21-21. The quarterfinals of the Class 4A. Boy, what a ball game we've had.
Ooh, boy.
It was 14-0 at half. Warren led it. Warren jumped out to a 21-0 lead, and then Malvern has scored 21 unanswered. Warren on the move. Lassiter wanting to throw. Has a man wide open and overthrows Tayshawn Johnson down at the 12-yard line. Pressure was coming. Lassiter had to unload it. It sails on him, and Tayshawn couldn't jump high enough.
He was not able to step into the throw. He threw it off his back foot, which made it sail on him.
Third down and 10 for the Lumberjacks. 2:31 remaining here in the fourth quarter, and Coach Embry going to use his second timeout of the ball game. We'll take it with him. We're back with more Lumberjack football in a moment.
Are going to happen. And when they do, think of Sandine's Body and Glass, 503 South Martin in Warren. You'll receive prompt professional service from the auto body technician who has the equipment and experience to get your vehicle back to its original condition. It's all work guaranteed. So the next time you have a vehicle accident, get free estimates and professional body repair at Sandine's Body and Glass, 503 South Martin in Warren, or call 226-2281.
Whether you're looking for short-term rehabilitation, long-term rehabilitation, or private rehab suites, Bellevue Estates Rehabilitation and Care Center can accommodate you or your loved one's needs. Our skilled healthcare professionals, combined with sophisticated therapies and treatments, deliver a best-in-class, patient-centered experience. We have a full-time APRN on staff. Come check us out at 1052 Old Warren Road in Monticello, or call 367-0044 for more information.
Third down and 10 for the Lumberjacks. Lassiter running for his life, going to have to just throw it away as they had the blitz coming. Number 8, that's Perez, and also number 55, Landreth, coming on the blitz. Warren will be looking at fourth down and 10. Ball spotted at the Leopard 23, make it the 23.5-yard line. Warren needs to get inside the 13 for a first down. 2:27 left to play in the ball game. We're all tied at 21-21. Both teams have one timeout remaining. Johnson will come wide right along with Antonio Jordan. Play clock down to 2, down to 1, and Warren's going to have to use their final timeout. Play clock was running down. We'll keep it right here. Our friends at number 1 Wash and Shine Detail Shop, proud sponsors of Lumberjack football for many years. Thomas Miller and his crew can take care of all your car wash needs. Just give them a call at 820-2171. They're open 7 days a week. They offer free pickup and delivery, and they can take care of all your car wash needs, from just a simple wash to a wash and wax and to a complete detail. They can do it all. So give Thomas Miller a call the next time you need your car cleaned up. 870-820-2171 is his number, and he'll have one of his guys take care of you there at number 1 Wash and Shine on South Main. 4th down and 10 for the Lumberjacks. We're all tied 21-21. Ball spotted at the Leopard 23-yard line. Johnson and Jordan come wide right. Lassiter, straight drop. Throws a quick pass to Jordan. It's complete at the 9, but going to be short of the first down. It'll depend on where they mark it. No, excuse me, the 13's where he needed to get. They're going to mark it at the 14, and I don't think he made it.
No, I don't think he did either.
The officials are
going to have to measure.
They're going to bring the chains all the way across the field. It looks like we may be a half a yard shy. We'll keep it right here. They're going to bring the chains on all the way across the field. Oh, wow. Big measurement here. If they turn it over on downs with 2:19 remaining in regulation and 1 timeout left for Malvern. They stretch the chains out.
And it's going to be short.
Short. Malvern football. So the Leopards hold, and they'll take over at their own 13-yard line. With 2:19 left to play here in regulation, all tied 21-21. Now, you've got to have your defense step up and stop them, not let them score, because that would end it.
Yes.
The quarterfinals of the Class 4A state football playoffs here at Lumberjack Stadium. Warren led 14-0 at half. Came out and picked off the first possession of the second half, picked off a pass, returned it 33 yards for a touchdown, went up 21-0. Since then, Malvern has dominated this second half and has scored 21 unanswered points to tie it up here in regulation. Simmons will go with an empty backfield and 5 wide. Simmons going to keep it himself. He'll run it to the near sideline. He's hit and going to be hit hard.
And we're going to have a holding call
against the Leopards.
I don't know if I'd take it.
That was Lassiter who came up and made the stop. It will be a gain of almost 2 on the play. The clock, he went out of bounds as well. Holding against the Leopards.
With the going out of bounds, I think I'd back him up.
So the clock will not start.
So with the clock not being able to run, back them up and hope for a mistake is what if you're Warren, that's what you're after right now.
Mark it back at the 6-yard line. 2:14 left to play. Warren has no timeouts. Malvern has 1 remaining. Second down, first down. Simmons keeps it himself. They're playing for the overtime.
They're playing overtime. No mistakes. Play for the overtime.
As Simmons will run it out close to the 10-yard line. Be a gain of 4 on the play. We go under 2 minutes now left to go. They'll mark it just outside the 10. Malvern's going to let the clock run and let the play clock run down. But again, all the momentum is on the Leopards side. Has been here in the second half. And
yes.
You have to think going into the overtime, their coaches feel pretty confident about it. Here on the road with the momentum, scoring 21 unanswered here in the second half. Second down and 12. Down to 1:25. Simmons again keeps it himself. Simmons breaks it into the secondary. Out over the 20. 25 to 30. Warren trying to get him down. Finally does out at the 43-yard line. As Jalen Lee will finally get a touchdown-saving tackle. Cedric Simmons on the run. They'll move the chains all the way out to the 44-yard line of Malvern with 1:15 left to play. And now Malvern may change their play. They may go for it.
Yeah.
On 1st and 10. Simmons with Dupree in the backfield. Takes the snap, wanting to throw. Simmons waiting, steps up, heaves it far down the field as he can. It's going to be caught. A flag comes in as Carradine makes the catch down at the 15-yard line. Tayshawn Johnson was the man in coverage, and it may be defensive pass interference. And we've got 54.9 seconds remaining. Let's see. It is going to be against the Lumberjacks. The penalty is. Yeah. And it'll be 1st and 10 inside the 10-yard line for Malvern. Oh, my. Wow. What a turn of events. But Carradine with a nice catch down the sideline. It'll be 1st and goal to goal from the 6-yard line. Malvern has one timeout left. 1st and goal to goal from the 6. All tied 21-21. They'll line up. Simmons out of the shotgun. Dupree on his left side. They overload the left side. Simmons is going to keep it himself. Simmons, they stretch it out. He's hit at the 5, driven backwards, not going to get in. And the ball came loose. Warren says they have it.
Let's wait and see.
But no official indication. Coming up and coming out of there with it was Jalen Lee. And Warren will take over, I believe. Cedric Simmons is on the ground with his head down. Warren's going to take over and stop it with 45 seconds left to go. Oh, my goodness. 45 seconds remain. Warren will take over the 3rd turnover of the ball game against Malvern.
Yeah. Can I say Malvern had it won?
Yeah, they did.
And Simmons, it's not over, but that's a big...
Jalen Lee came up with a loose football. I'm not sure who knocked it loose, but Warren will take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
Now, that's a momentum-changing play.
Going in to the end of the game here.
I don't think we can go 95 yards in 49 seconds, but
now Warren.
We're going to have motion.
So Warren tried a hard snap count, and the ball didn't get snapped. So offsides against the Lumberjacks. Back them up half the distance to the goal. They'll mark it back at the 2.5-yard line. 1st down. And, you know, Mattis can't just take a knee. He's got to get it out of the end zone.
He's got to get it out.
Got to get it out of the end zone. Maddox getting the direct snap. He's got it out to the 4-yard line, and that's it. So a gain of a couple there from Maddox. Warren cannot stop the clock. Malvern can with one timeout, but I don't think they're going to. And there's about a tenth of a second difference between the play clock and the game clock. So Warren's got to snap the football. As Coach Emery calling the play in from the sideline. Going to let it run down. Lassiter will take the snap 2 yards deep in his own end zone. Gets the snap. Maddox going to hit and fall down. We're headed to overtime here at Lumberjack Stadium. 21-21, our score at the end of regulation. As both teams will head to their sidelines and regroup. We'll come back. They'll have a coin toss and decide who gets the football first. When we return, we'll have the overtime for you right after this timeout.
Bank, Warren, Hermitage, and Hampton. Whatever your need is, we have a solution. The First Century Club for those 50 and over. Free checking with a minimum balance must remain at $300 or above to qualify. Unlimited access to your account by ATM, phone, or online. Just be Tess or Ashley or call 870-226-2601 to get started today. First State Bank of Warren, Hermitage, and Hampton. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Drew Memorial Health System in Monticello is proud to offer rehabilitation services for patients of all ages. The Drew Rehab team provides physical, speech, and occupational therapy on an inpatient or outpatient basis and at home. The experienced staff treats pediatric patients, student athletes, and adults recovering from injuries, stroke, or surgical procedures. The staff will keep you on track throughout your recovery process. Let the Drew Rehab team help you maximize your functional potential. Close to home. Choose Drew Memorial.
21-21 at the end of regulation. We're headed toward overtime here in this ball game. Warren led 14-0 at the half. intercepted a pass to start the third quarter, went up 21-0, and then Malvern has stormed back to score 21 unanswered points to end this game here in regulation at 21-21. Malvern had it first and goal at the 5-yard line and fumbled the football there with less than 30 seconds to go. And Warren recovered it. Jalen Lee fell on it for the Lumberjacks as they're explaining the rules to Coach Embry. They've explained the rules already to the coaches over there on the Malvern sideline. They'll wait to get the captains back out. They'll have the coin toss. And then whoever wins the coin toss has the option to choose the football or to go on defense. The other team that loses the toss will have the choice of what goal end zone they're going for. So we'll see how it all comes about. Harding Academy was leading McGee 22-20. The update on that score we had for you. We're all tied here, 21-21 at the end of regulation. And we're still waiting for the captains to go out and the officials to go out. We'll take another commercial break. We'll take another 1-minute break and be back right after this timeout.
Hardwood Flooring in Monticello and sister companies Washita Hardwood Flooring and Townsend Flooring in Warren are proud to sponsor this Lumberjack football game. Building a strong team takes commitment and hard work, and Maxwell Hardwood Flooring, Washita Hardwood Flooring, and Townsend Flooring understand the concept of teamwork. Whether it's building the finest hardwood flooring in the nation or having a winning team, it takes teamwork and dedication to get the job done. Be a part of the winning team by following the Lumberjacks right here and joining your friends at Maxwell Hardwood Flooring, Washita Hardwood Flooring, and Townsend Flooring and wishing them the best.
No matter the reason, you know you can score big savings at Ryburn Automotive Superstore in Monticello. Ryburn has been serving their customers all over the ArkLaMiss without any penalties or tackling salespeople. Ryburn believes that it's the team that makes the difference, and we want you to experience the best today at Ryburn Automotive Superstore, Highway 425 South in Monticello. Ryburn Automotive Superstore, a proud supporter of Warren Lumberjack football.
The captains have made their way out to the center of the field, all tied 21-21. We head to the overtime. Warren has won the toss and Warren going to be on offense first. And we'll go into the south end zone.
Okay, at the end of regulation, Warren has 265 yards total offense. Malvern has 390. But that's all for naught. We're starting over.
No, we're 21-21. It's just like 0-0. As both teams will get one timeout here in the overtime. They'll start at the 10-yard line. And you have 4 plays to either make it into the end zone or to kick a field goal. Malvern won the toss, and they elected to be on defense first. You always want to take defense because you want to see what you have.
Yeah, see what you got to do.
So Warren will have it first and goal to go at the 10-yard line.
Under Coach Bo Hembry, the Lumberjacks are 2-2 in overtime ball games.
1-1 this year against Star City.
Right.
All right, Lassiter with an empty backfield on first down of the overtime. Lassiter going to keep it himself. Lassiter to the 10. Lassiter down to the 7-yard line. And make it the 8. A gain of only 2 for Maddox Lassiter as he went over that right side. So it'll be second and goal from the 8 now for the Lumberjacks. Harding Academy's up 29-20 over McGee. Update on that score. 21-21 here at the end of regulation, the first overtime. Lassiter out of the shotgun, has Traylon Jackson in the backfield.
Warren wants timeout.
Warren going to use their only timeout here of the overtime period. We'll take it with them and be back with more Lumberjack football in the overtime after this.
Warren Bank
Bank and Trust Company provides fast, easy, reliable service with loans to fit your needs. Whether you need a car loan, a house loan, ATV loan, or a new boat, just come by and let Warren Bank make your dreams come true. See a loan officer today about your dreams and make them come true with Warren Bank and Trust Company. Warren Bank and Trust, member Federal Reserve Bank of St. Louis, member FDIC. Warren Bank and Trust Company. Let them serve you with your next loan. That's Warren Bank and Trust. This weekend at Super Value Foods, the weekend blowout sale includes Hillshire Farm smoked sausage, a 14-ounce package, free for just $9.98. Tennessee Pride pork sausage, a 1-pound roll, $1.98. Lay's potato chips, 8-ounce bags, 2 for $5. Essential Everyday Deluxe mac and cheese or shells, 12-ounce box, 3 for just $5. And Sunny Delight, a 40-ounce bottle, is only 98 cents. It's the Super Value weekend blowout sale going on now.
On second and goal out of the timeout, Lassiter trying to throw into the end zone. Now he's going to throw it to the sideline. It'll be incomplete down at the 2, intended there for Irvin Rivera. So it'll be third and goal for the Lumberjacks from the 8-yard line here in the first overtime. We're all tied 21-21. Trip receivers go wide left. Lassiter and Jackson in the backfield. Lassiter, direct snap. Lassiter looking, fires, overthrows Antonio Jordan. Overthrew him in the end zone, and Warren's looking at fourth down now. So fourth and goal from the 8. So Warren's got to decide if they're going to go for the touchdown or go for the 3 points.
Warren isn't deciding. Coach Embry's already decided he's going for it. Nope. I lied.
Jacinto will come on to try to give Warren a lead here in the first overtime. It's actually a 25-yard attempt from the right hash mark. 21-21, we're all tied here in the first overtime. The snap's down, the kick's on its way, and it is
no good.
Wide left. Wide left. So its score remains 21-21. Now, Malvern gets their shot with 4 downs from the 10-yard line. Warren comes up empty-handed in the first portion of the overtime. We're still tied 21-21. Warren's defense now has got to rise to the occasion. You know, David, you got to put pressure. You got to be able to put pressure on Simmons.
Yes.
And contain Dupree. Malvern will have it on the left hash mark. First and goal from the 10. Cedric Simmons, your quarterback. He'll have Dupree lined up to take the direct snap. Dupree gets the direct snap straight ahead. He's down to the 7. He'll be down close to the 6-yard line. They'll mark him at the 7. So a gain of 3 on first down. Now, if you're Malvern, you're thinking, well, we just pound it in, and if we can kick the field goal, they'll win the ball game.
Yeah.
All tied 21-21. Second and goal from the 7. Malvern stays on that left hash mark. This time Simmons will take the snap. Dupree lines up on his left side. Hand it off to Dupree. Dupree to the 5. Dupree going to be down just inside the 5-yard line. So it'll be third and goal from about the 4-yard line. So
but they keep running it right. They're going to work their way one way or the other. I bet you this play goes to the right also.
Try to get in the center of the field.
Get in the center of the football field one way or the other.
Third and goal from the 4-yard line. All tied 21-21 here in the first overtime.
You know, angles mess up high school kickers. Get it center of the field, it would basically be an extra point. That is, if they don't punch it in the end zone.
Simmons takes the snap. He'll keep it himself. Flags come in, though. We're going to have a motion call against the Leopards. Procedure call against the Leopard. Now, this changes things.
That changes the complexion of things.
Instead of being third and goal from the 4, it'll be third and goal from the 9. Malvern has a timeout. They can talk about it if they want.
I think they want to hold that in their back pocket for the field goal.
Third and goal from the 9 now for the Leopards. 21-21 here in overtime. Loser goes on to basketball. The winner advances next week to the semifinals.
To Arkadelphia?
No, either Elkins or Nashville.
Elkins.
Elkins was leading. Simmons takes the snap, wanting to throw. Has time, looking toward the corner of the end zone. It's in there. Touchdown. Touchdown, Malvern. Right in the corner of the end zone. That's Carradine, his favorite receiver. And the Leopards of Malvern have advanced in the quarterfinals of the state football playoffs as they get the touchdown and win it in overtime.